Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ashley C. Morgan Field. Biggest day on the Warwick sports calendar, Spirit Trophy time. I'm your host, Theodore Fernandez, joined by Ryan Candia. Ryan, walk us through this incredible matchup.
Thanks for that intro, Theo. This is a great contest. It's the third oldest in New York State. Erie Bell is close to it. The oldest rivalry is Rome Free Academy versus Utica Proctor. 20 years ago, I got the job here, and I came to the game early. People were tailgating. I was thinking to myself, am I at a Giants game? So I'm really excited tonight because the Wildcats are 2-0. I'm looking for a great contest.
Warwick has been firing on all cylinders all year. Ryan, what will need to happen tonight for that to keep happening?
Well, I know Warren Batafia pretty well. He's the offensive line coach. He's got guys like Nedgersmith, Felix, Fleming, and other great players there to protect Joey Kraz. So that offensive line's got to protect the gunslinger, Joey Krasnowitz. The second one is they really need to stop the run. Goshen's got a warrior running back, slow down the ground game. And if they do that, I've heard that Warwick has had a little trouble finishing defensive plays, so they need to wrap up their tacklings. Keep turning the legs to the whistle, make sure they complete their tackles. If they do those three things, they should keep the trophy here in Warwick Valley where it rightfully belongs. We
do not want to graduate with the trophy sitting in Goshen. We'll be right back to deliver you the content and see if Warwick can keep it here. For Ryan Candia, I'm Theodore Fernandez. Don't go away.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Here we are, Ashley C. Morgan Field, Section 9 varsity game between Goshen and Warwick. We've already walked you through some of the significance of this rivalry. I'm Theodore Fernandez, joined by Ryan Candia, as usual, hopefully getting into a rhythm this year. Man, I'm just so excited to be back doing live football. First normal year these teams have had in 3 years. And Ryan, you ready for kickoff?
I'm ready for kickoff. Theo, this team is 2-0. They went up to Binghamton Section 4 before the school year started and just crushed the Patriots. And then they went to Beacon, and a key player in those games. And tonight it's going to be number 2, Skylar Rodriguez. He was a cornerback. Now he's also a wide receiver. I got to talk to Skyrod in the hallway today. He could tell me every stat on this team. He told me about every touchdown. He's really excited for his senior year. He's been starting since his sophomore year, and he's really ready to go. I think he's going to be a huge factor tonight on the defensive and offensive side of the ball.
Don't just forget those two sides, though, because opening kickoff last night against Beacon, guess who's there? Skylar Rodriguez takes it to the house. He also returned a punt later that day. Spoke to him at school yesterday. He told me one thing. He refused to give predictions or anything. He said they better not kick it to number 2. Now, Goshen has a chance to kick it off. Kicker, Tyler Griffin, the senior. Let's see if he kicks it to number 2.
Skyrod does it all. Offense, defense, and special teams. That's great. That's a coach's dream, and he's really into it. He's also got a really nice sister I met this year who's super athletic herself. So here we go. We're ready for kickoff here at the Ash, and that's number 2, Tyler Griffin, ready to kick off here for the Gladiators.
Skylar is back to receive, as is today's starting running back, Zach Cantor.
Zach Cantor is going to get the start because Owen Hoyen is injured.
Oh, look at this. Skylar Rodriguez breaks a couple tackles, gets to the 34-yard line. Huge momentum swing right away. I mean, to get an extra 10 yards on that return. Warwick has great field position.
1st and 10 from around 35. We'll take that here for the Spirit Trophy game. So I guess we elected to receive the ball in the first half. Let's see what Joey Kraz can whip up here. His primary target is going to be number 44, Ryan McLaughlin, Skyrod, and he's got a Cantor to hand the ball off in the backfield.
You know, with the way this offense has been rolling, why wouldn't you want to receive it?
Well, I think they're very excited for this game because in the last 5 years, the record's been 2-3. We took the Spirit Trophy back last year on 9/11, and they paraded it through Main Street. I wasn't there. I kind of wish I was there. My friends sent me pics, and I thought, wow, I'd like to be celebrating that moment with them.
These players are going to go crazy if the game is won today. And here's the handoff to Cantor. Oh, and he is right through, taken down eventually by Alex Ramos on the tackle, but that'll be a first down. Warwick moves the chains right away.
Well, the offensive line plowed through right there.
Yes, but right now let's get into some offensive starters. Quarterback, Joey Krasnowitz, we've talked about him already, and Zach Cantor there. We got a lot of receivers on this team, but McLaughlin, Nate Constable, the tall, lanky junior, and senior Jonah Medeiros, as well as some others will be rotating in.
Jonah Medeiros is a good basketball player as well, and Nate is pretty athletic himself.
A lot of athletes, a lot of guys getting involved in multiple sports here at Warwick, as Goshen's going to be able to stuff Cantor on the run here. Multiple guys getting involved.
Number 44, Paul Lamparillo for Goshen on the tackle there. Stuck it.
As far as I know, 44 does not have the same significance as it does here. But let's get to the offensive line. Warwick moves these guys around a lot, but we have Christian Felix, Jacob Geibel, Michael Hennessy, Tim Wilbur, and DJ Madura on the line. They've played together a lot. Also, Vincent Liggio as one of the tight ends who will play. There'll be a bunch rotating in
DJ
now.
Madura and Felix are big boys, and they're going to try to plow the way for Cantor. We might see a different back on the goal line as well, I've heard.
Yes, Johnny Accardo has had some big moments as Krasnowitz rolls out and finds Latrell Willis.
They're going to pass the tight end as well. He's in the game plan. He has 1 touchdown this season, and he's cut a lot of weight. Looks like a different person out there. He came into the season in super shape and has taken this year ultimately seriously.
Absolutely. From what I've heard, he was actually a little frustrated with his performance on the basketball court last year, and I hear that he used it as a bit of a motivator, got himself into better shape. It actually looks like Warwick fell just short of the first down, so we're facing a 3rd and 1 situation here.
They see Kraz and Cantor looking to the offensive coach. Brad Garsha, I think, is the offensive coordinator, or Coach Sirico for signals and what to do here. The first 2 plays have been 2 run plays. Oh, well, 3 plays, and we had 1 completion to the tight end. Let's see what the Wildcats have in store here.
Shotgun snap. He takes it. They're bringing some people. And Zach Cantor is going to have a 3-yard rush, and that will move the chains.
First down Wildcats, stuck by number 6, Vincenzo Pupo. He's a sophomore. He's a running back linebacker for the Gladiators.
I'm sure he will be doing some big things in the future, but right now it might be a little overmatched. We'll see how he handles the rest of this game.
In the backdrop, you see 44 there, Ryan McLaughlin. He's also a good pitcher and a big Mets fan.
Yes.
I said to him, hey, do we need to get a band player to play Narcos, the trumpets for you when you close games here, just beyond the ash, the baseball field? That would be epic. Maybe we could talk to Rosa and make that happen this spring.
I believe he is a Hofstra baseball commit as of last week.
He committed to Hofstra,
yes.
and his father played football with Coach Sirico in the mid-'80s as well.
We had that was a great game. I believe the '89 game, Sirico scored a game-winning touchdown as Cantor's going to be stuffed there, 2-yard loss.
Big stick by number 74, Dominic Saracusa. He's a senior playing on both lines on the offensive and defensive side of the ball for the Gladiators.
We really cannot forget the significance of Owen Hoy and the team's starting running back getting hurt in the game against Beacon. They say for the rest of the season, he will be back, but missing this game is huge for the Cats. He was just such a multi-dimensional runner, really did some great things on multiple levels. We'll see how Cantor adjusts.
Cantor came into that game. He had a 75-yard run for a touchdown, but it was called back due to holding, so I feel pretty confident with number 31, Cantor, in there as well.
Absolutely. Krasnowitz now drops back, avoids pressure, and there's what looked like a beautiful dime to Medeiros. Could not handle it.
We thought that was complete. We're kind of lucky that wasn't complete because it almost bounced out into the Goshen defender's hands. That could have been a costly interception turnover there for the Cats.
Yeah, that's a pass that they got to come down with. Not to be too critical of the Cats this early. Looked like a beautiful throw. Well defended as well.
You see Johnny Accardo now into the backfield. He's a big kid, and he's a good lacrosse player as well.
Oh, and I wrestle with him too. He was giving me some of the biggest beatings of my life. He is a beast on any level, and he'll be doing some good things today. Back in the shotgun. I don't think we've seen him in any other formation yet today. Pressure, they're getting to him, and he wisely throws away. That was almost underthrown, almost picked off.
Third down pressure by the Gladiators. Looks like the Wildcats will punt here.
First appearance of the day for star kicker Drew Borner.
Well, Jake Rooney sometimes comes on to punt as well, but I think you're right. They're going to bring in Borner.
Yeah, how can you not with the way he's performed? I believe his only missed kick of the year was a blocked extra point. He will be playing D1 football next year.
Well, he goes to a lot of kicking camps with graduate Ryan Warner, who kicked at Michigan State and now has an academy in North Carolina, and he's trained guys like Ryan Suckup, and a lot of NFL players go to Ryan Warner, former Warwick grad, for advice and tutelage, and Drew has been seeking out knowledge from him.
The snap was low, he handled it, and the ball is punted. And this is an excellent punt out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think it went out of bounds at the Goshen 9-yard line. It didn't look like they had a lot of guys back for Goshen. Number 26 for Goshen was back, and that's Michael Flores, but it didn't look like a huge attempt to return that, but the kick did sail to the left.
Well,
Good kick by Borner.
Yes. Well, they did try to bring some pressure, which could have been dangerous with that snap, but Drew's a pro. He handled it well, and now we get to see the Goshen offense for the first time today. What can you tell me about this squad?
The Goshen squad?
Yes.
Not much. I really haven't seen them in action, to be honest with you. I do know 2 or 3 years ago they had some studs. When I was coming into the Ash tonight, they didn't seem as big as usual. Look at their sidelines.
Yeah.
We got a lot more reserves than they do.
Warwick probably outnumbers them on the sidelines 3-1, and here's the snap. Running back is going to be stuffed, almost bounced out of it, but then was quickly enveloped by 5 Warwick defenders.
It looked like number 50 Terrell Carter on there.
Well, we didn't know much about Goshen's offense. Let's take a look at Warwick's defense. Senior Aaron Greaves inside with Vincent Liggio, a guy who also plays tight end. Alex Nagersmith and Charlie Phipps round out the line. Nagersmith has been exceptional this year.
He's a character too. Correction on that tackle is 50 John Russell. Alex is he's a character. He's fun having class, and he also works at Mountain Creek.
More defensive starters, linebacking core. Chase Fogg is out. He was replaced by Declan McCurdy. Broke his wrist. Jake Rooney and I believe Anthony Marcano.
And then you
also
got Accardo on there playing both sides of the ball as well.
Yes, Accardo's a free safety. Will get you the secondary momentarily, but Accardo's there, and we got usually 2 linebackers for the work. They don't like to drop that many guys back. Or 2 corners, rather. They'll go with sometimes Owen Hoyland, sometimes Nate Constable. A lot of guys playing corner for the Cats this year.
You see Skyrod, number 2 on that left side,
Yes.
being very active, and John Accardo on the right. And you got number 7, Declan McCurdy in for Rooney. Not for Rooney, excuse me. It was somebody else.
Yeah, they're both in there. Warwick makes so many changes. It's going to be hard to keep track of who exactly is on the field, as Goshen is going to be stopped, and that is a quick 3-and-out for Warwick.
Looked like McKenna kept the ball there.
Well, guess who gets on the field right now?
Drew Borner, number 19.
No, it's actually going to be a Warwick return. We're talking about Skyrod.
Oh,
It is
man.
time
Fell
for him to
asleep
go
at the
off.
wheel there, Theo.
So,
Yeah.
Borner will be on to produce some points for the Wildcats soon, because this kick may be going to the house.
There you go.
You know, it kind of in a way feels like, for a baseball analogy, a guy like Aaron Judge stepping on to the plate, you always know that there can be a home run at any moment. You always know that Skyrod could take this kick back for 6.
Well, he's really passionate in my discussion with him in the hallway today. I had him in sports history. He's a big Oregon guy. So maybe he's taking that love for Oregon football into his Wildcat football senior year.
There's going to be a false start on Goshen. Their offensive lines looked out of sync. Very little blocking. The false start there. And Warwick is 5 yards closer.
So the fact that Warwick couldn't complete that 3rd down conversion in Goshen territory might not hurt them that much. Let's see how this punt turns out.
Warwick also has Medeiros playing up short. Doubt they'd kick it to him, though. And that is a short punt, but it's a bouncer and no opportunity for a return. So ends up not the worst thing in the world for Goshen.
Yeah, it's going to be down at the Goshen 47-yard line. That's good field position. I think the Cats really need to score here, though. They need to make a statement.
Exactly. I feel like Beacon kind of – I was at the game filming, and it felt like the game was over from the beginning after, the opening kick was returned. Here we don't necessarily have any kind of momentum swing yet. Cats offense will look to change it.
There's Brendan Bauer and Coach Gart. It's a beautiful night here at the Ash. You got the Warwick Cross Country Boys program, four-time state champs, 82, 94, 95, 07, running the concession stands. Jim Ian Morrison with that great 69 Woodstock type Star Spangled Banner. We're all ready to go here with 5:54 left in the first quarter.
Shotgun snap, multiple guys in the backfield. Krasnowitz, quick throw, and he has an open man.
Looks like it's good for a first down.
Did not get the number on that, but with so many players out there, they don't mind spreading the love. That's one thing that I've really been taken aback by.
I believe that was 44, Ryan McLaughlin.
Yes, it was 44. There's no kind of selfishness, no kind of ego. I spoke to a bunch of players today, just in school in the halls, and they all want each other to score touchdowns. I'm like, oh, who's catching the big touchdown? They'll name another one of their fellow receivers. Just great former team chemistry, and that's something that a lot of work sports have developed.
You always want that team camaraderie. Two Goshen guys take down Cantor.
He was gobbled alive there by the Goshen defenders. 2nd and 12 coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a long second down. This Goshen defense is stepping up. Maybe they're kind of taking advantage of Owen Hoyen being out, but I think Cantor can step up and do the job. I do think Accardo will come and give a breather here on goal line, running situations, and maybe other situations as well.
Also, Dylan Felter waiting in the wings as well, a junior who Coach Sirico said will definitely be getting out on the field today depending on how things are going.
Good, yeah, I can see Dylan's having a football personality. He's pretty aggressive. He's pretty Wildcat.
Big lacrosse player, I believe.
Yeah.
There's
wow, this Goshen defense is stepping up. They know that they're going to the run. They lost another yard there, I think. And I think it's third and long, 3rd and 13, Theo.
Cantor had that big run early, but since then has not been able to break free. You know, it really looks like Warwick does have some kind of size advantage on this line. I'd like to see some
Well, you see
more.
Nathan Felix there, number 73. He's a big boy. DJ Madura is a big boy. I think he's 65. You can see his face right there. And their coach, Warren Patafio, played O-line at Marist. He worked really hard with them, and they did a really good job in the first 2 games of this season.
Yeah, Felix did leave the Beacon game with an injury, but speaking to him and Coach Rico in practice, sounded like he was good to go. Maybe he's being held back a little bit, though. There's going to be a short throw. It's completed, and it's completed to Skylar Rodriguez, and
they're 5 or 6 yards short of the first down.
Possibly a field goal attempt, but it looks like the offense will stay out. I think it's the right move here. It'll be a really long field goal for you to hit.
Hey, man, Spirit Trophy, you're the home team.
Make a statement.
There's 3:44 left in the first quarter. You do need to make a statement. I like the call here by Coach Rico to go for it. Let's see if it works out for the Cats.
Absolutely. I like Constable lined up on the outside. We've also got, looks like McLaughlin and Rodriguez playing slot positions. And Cantor in the backfield. Ball snapped. He's rolling out. Pressure, and it was tipped. How about that? 74. Dominic Siracusa there to make the play for Goshen.
Syracusa's pumped up. It's hard when you roll out to your right, you're a lefty, and you got to throw left. Not everybody's Pat Mahomes. You know, not everybody's these NFL guys. Kraz looking a little frustrated, but be patient. It'll come.
Yeah, he was there. He was the big man making the play. Krasnowitz has done a solid job of keeping plays alive with his legs. Something that he'll continue to try to do. There's just too much of a pass rush there. Warwick's offensive line has not looked great so far.
So Goshen will start from their own 30-yard line here with 3:44 left in the first quarter.
Here's the snap for Ramos. And another stuffed run. We speak of Warwick's O-line, but man, Goshen has been completely inefficient offensively.
I think that was either Tim Wilbur or Michael Hennessy, number 65 or 66 for the Cats on that stick.
Have they even had a forward play yet this game?
I'm not really sure, Theo.
I don't believe so. Quick 3 and out in the beginning.
No, you're correct. Yeah, they've been going straight to the run game.
Yeah. Let's see if we'll see Ramos throw it. He is only a junior, so he's got time to grow into this role. But, man, Spirit Trophy got to make some kind of play.
Looks like whistles all over the place here.
Looks like he was about to. He was dropping back solo, but another false start.
Man. That's their second false start, correct?
Yes, it is.
Is that the second penalty for the Gladiators?
Yeah, and, you know, lost a full 10 yards on those. Not the kind of penalty you can commit in this situation.
Yeah, you want to have a disciplined team here on both sides of the ball.
Okay, so they are going to line up in the shotgun. You see Skylar Rodriguez out alone in coverage on an island. Ramos going to try to run it. And
that was some good blocking there. They hesitated left. They had a nice hole up the gut, but then it kind of collapsed on them.
Warwick just, and we see Sirico doing this a lot as a coach. He likes to keep his guys up front.
That's Coach Sirico, and now we're looking at Coach Batafio, who played for Coach Sirico, graduated '06. Great person, played at Marist. He's a middle school teacher, and he was coaching Modified. They brought him up to the varsity because he brings a lot of knowledge and expertise to the Wildcat football program. And he quietly has a personality like Greg Sirico. It must be an Italian thing between the two.
Yes, here's the third down snap. Ramos going to try to run it, and he is devoured. How about Declan McCurdy there?
Big stick by Declan. Also pumped up is Jake Rooney, number 1. He was in on that as well. Getting congratulated by his teammates. Warwick celebrates. He's high-fiving, bumping chest with number 56, Grant Havel. It's a good day. It was a good play there for the Cats.
Great day to be a Wildcat. Now let's see if the offense can make that statement come true. I've been a little surprised. Yes, this is going to be the punt by Goshen. I'm sorry about that. And this is another unfieldable one. It's actually going to take a Warwick roll, and the Cats will have it with less than 60 yards to go to the end zone.
Yeah, they will start from their own 44-yard line. The ball bounced back 3 yards into Goshen territory. You see Greg Sirico there talking number 10, Latrell Willis, the tight end, and Kraz getting the offense going. They also see number 77. He must be an O-liner. It's Jacob Geibel. They really need to get the offense going. It's a little slow. I mean, the first couple of weeks, I was listening on TVQ to Rich Arnott, and they were up 27-0 at half, and I was like, okay, this game is over. This game has a little different feel, where they haven't even put points on the board with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the first quarter.
Constable has had a lot of one-on-one opportunities. If we had this little circle pen thing, that is definitely the place I would go, maybe next year.
One-on-one ISO to Nate. Nate the great Nate Constable. He's a character. Had him in class. He makes himself lovable.
Yes, he is. And there's a throw. Put a little too much on that. Rodriguez had room in front of him to run.
This is the first time I've seen Joey Kraz, and I was talking to Brendan Bauer about him, and he says he's got a really great arm and sticks in that pocket. He rifled that ball just a little above the hands, bounced off the fingertips of Skyrod. Skyrod is a little upset, but if he put a little more finesse on that, maybe he completed. But I'm really impressed with that rifle cannon he just showed.
I spoke to him pregame, asked him, what's your prediction for today? He said the last time someone asked me that, I said 4 touchdowns and I threw 2 picks. I think he's learned from some of his experiences. So he naturally went and said 3 touchdowns and a 28-point win.
Oh,
yeah.
Humbled himself.
And, that was another overthrown ball to Rodriguez, but he was well covered anyway.
Yeah, I think the pressure made him get a little anxious, and he sailed the ball high. I think they just need a completion. They need a completion for a first down here to get their confidence back up as the first quarter is rolling down.
We see the look on his face here. He's just a little bewildered, I dare say. We have
it's a 3rd and 10 here for the Cats. They really need to convert this.
3rd and 10. Johnny Accardo in the backfield for this one. Cantor.
Johnny's a tough kid. I think he might emerge as the go-to back here. The kid is nails.
Also provides some great blocking if they decide to.
Yeah, he's a strong kid. Loves playing lacrosse as well.
And there he is. He is there to block. Puts a good block on 74, but that throw was ball was also overthrown. Intended for Jonah Medeiros. He wants a flag. None thrown.
No flag necessary there. He threw into 3 defenders as well. You could call that risky, but if the route was run correctly, that's fine. You see Joey Kraz getting some support there from number 66, Michael Hennessy. It's nice to see that team support. Keep it going, Kraz. We'll get it there. We'll get it there. We'll get the offense rolling.
Nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned defensive showdown. Maybe this is what it's shaping up to be. Warner back to punt for the 2nd time today. We got a long time between snaps here. Snap was high.
I think that's Michael Flores. No, it's 70. It's 76. It was 26. 26, Michael Flores. Catch the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Goshen 20 for the Gladiators.
Flores, a senior. We've seen him at running back where he's failed to gain much. He also has been in at linebacker a couple times. He kind of does it all for this team, similar to Rodriguez and some of the other guys on the Cats.
Mr. Summerlad and McLaughlin on the chains in the back of the screen there. Good men, big sports fans.
Always give a shout out to the men working behind the scenes, making games like this possible.
Mr. McLaughlin likes to ref basketball.
Really?
Yeah, he's really into it.
Okay, so Goshen lined up. They got 3 to the left side, and they're keeping the other empty, so this is interesting.
And you see
formation.
Ramos and Flores looking to the sideline for instructions. Kind of like the old whites on Goshen.
Yeah, I mean, we're not supposed to like them, but I'm with you. They kind of look pretty clean. That'll at least be some positive yardage. There's
I think they got 4 yards on that.
Yes, that was Michael Flores, the man we just talked about.
I like.
Yes, take a look at the Warwick bench here. They don't seem too bothered. I mean, looks like they're having a good time talking, learning. Coach Rico doesn't seem too irate yet.
You see them going to the tablet right there. Technology that was not
Yes.
available back in my day, but you see it in the NFL all the time too. They're always looking at it.
DJ Maduro watching some film while his fellow lineman gets some water.
That's Coach Batafio coaching
Yes.
up DJ and Felix, telling them what they need to do in terms of blocking,
Yeah,
protecting their quarterback, and maybe opening some holes for Cantor or Ricardo.
While that was happening, the first quarter ran out. I believe Goshen tried in vain to draw Warwick offsides. Did not work out, though.
To Sofia and Gabriel. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love. These stitches and threads join us together. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back to Ashley C. Morgan Field. We are back. Commercial was so good we decided to skip a play, but it is now 3rd and 2. And there's a fumble.
I think the Wildcats recovered that. There's a lot of
Yes, they
excitement.
did. Cats
Yes.
were there to make the play.
Great.
And on just the second play of the half, the Cats have the ball.
Great way to start the second quarter. Fleming, very happy. There you go. You see Owen Hoyen, number 5, who's hurt tonight on the sidelines. Coaching staff's happy, and there you have it. A lot of coaches here. Greg Strigo's been the head coach for a long time. You got Bauer, Paul Brogan, Coach Donahue, just on the screen, the Garcia brothers,
The list just goes on and on. There's so
John and
many.
Thomas Lanka, Coach O, Patafio, Rosa, Tobin, Vandestar, and Joe Astorino. It takes a village to win. It's a group effort, and they are really trying to get to score here.
Okay, so here are the Cats already in field goal range, but obviously they want to pick up 6 here. Krasnowitz takes the snap from the 29. Handoff to Cantor, and he's going to push forward for a couple yards. Call that 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
Big struggle on there between the O-lines and D-lines. I'm waiting for the big passing strike. It hasn't happened. I think they thought the running game would be established more, and they're not getting the passes have sailed over the heads of Skyrod. And Latrell had that completion, but I think they're waiting for that big passing strike. 44, Ryan McLaughlin needs to get involved here.
Yeah, he had 1 target earlier that he could not pull in, and since then, not much. I like Constable the outside. Keep waiting for something to happen there. Okay, here's the snap, 2nd and 6. Almost in the red zone. Drops back. There's a pass in the end zone, and McLaughlin might have been held. No call.
I don't think he was held. Alex Ramos for Goshen had great coverage there. Nothing was really there. I think Kraz was just really depending on the athleticism of number 44 because he is super athletic.
You know, how about Alex Ramos, though? He is a quarterback, and he's also out here defending passes. Absolutely incredible to see.
He's obviously the stud of their team, and he's the workhorse, and he covered number 44 very well there.
Yes, he did. So now, big 3rd down for the Cats.
We have not been converting these 3rd downs, which is why the game is still tied at 0, in my opinion.
Okay, here's the snap from the 21. Krasnowitz, he has pressure. Hit as he throws. Oh, in and out of the hands of Skylar Rodriguez.
That ball was right on the money. He put it where nobody could intercept it. It just was a little too dartish for Skyrod to kind of grasp, and you need those stickum gloves to get that. Just bounced right out of his hands. Great effort by Skyrod and Kraz there. They just couldn't get it done.
Man, that's one you got to pull down. That's one that the Cats will certainly be looking at later. So here we are. Another 4th down and another attempt at a conversion. What do you think here?
I hope they convert the first down here. I think they can. I know they can. They could have went safe and had Drew Borner, the kicker, kick a field goal, but they want to make a statement here, the Cats.
Okay, Krasnowitz in the shotgun again. We got a flag, and
I think it's
an
offsides on Warwick
jumped.
or a false start.
Yeah. Now's the change the call. You bringing out Drew?
Yes.
He's got the helmet on.
I would bring out number 19. You get some points on the board here.
Feels like you were gifted an opportunity to come away with nothing. Would seem
yes.
bad. I mean,
You have to convert the turnovers into points. It's only 3, but it's something.
So
they're still going to go for it.
Will stay
Okay,
out.
I hope I'm wrong in my analysis here. I hope
Yes.
that they convert here. They can convert. They should be able to convert. It just has not happened tonight.
Everyone lining up. It's going to be Accardo in the backfield. We've seen him on the backfield for many of the blocking plays. We'll see what they drop.
I want to see Accardo get the ball and just muscle his way through defenders.
That'd be
I think he's
incredible to see.
capable of that.
Okay, so from the 26, there's pressure, but well blocked. And there's McLaughlin. He's open. He catches it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, honestly, Theo, that's what I was waiting for. Number 44 is the sacred number for the Cats. Ryan is very deserving. I had him in class. He loves sports. He loves baseball. He's grown a lot since his freshman year, and he got the Cats on the board in this Spirit Trophy game. 6-0 Cats, 10-29 in the second quarter. Who's going to kick the point after touchdown?
It is going to be Drew Borner. His only missed PIT of the year was blocked. As long as the snapping and blocking is good, but snapping has been a bit of a problem.
You just saw offensive coordinator Brad Garsha congratulate his offense, and let's say if Borner can convert this extra point.
We'll see. There's Johnny, Michael Accardo, related to Johnny, on the hold.
That's his brother. Yeah, he's a sophomore.
And the kick is good. So, Cats up 7-0.
The crowd's happy. It's a Spirit Trophy game. The Wildcats are on the board, and as you see, everybody's happy. High fives, Coach Donahue there. Oh, they're the cheerleaders, current cheerleaders and the future. I see those people at Memorial Park, Warwick Youth Football, and cheerleaders every night when I'm dropping my son off to his baseball practice or doing a run through the village. And it's a great community here, and they'll be there as varsity cheerleaders at the Ash in the near future.
Yes, you bring up some interesting points talking about the crowds and cheerleaders. Talking to Goshen student pregame, she asked her main anonymous, but regardless, said that Goshen felt like they were going to come into this game and set the tone. You know, the fans were going to come, black out the whiteout, silence the lower crowd. I don't think that's happened so far. I think they overestimated themselves.
It's a tough feel here in the booth because we're kind of secluded, but I think we needed that touchdown to have something to cheer about. It's funny when we get here early for the game, we set up with Coach Ons doing the PA and Rich Arnott doing TBQ. Nobody's here, and all of a sudden you get into the game at halftime, you look around, it's dark, like, whoa, where did this crowd come from? Like, where did they come from?
Yes, our producer has brought up a very interesting point. Drew Borner actually has a double life. He also doubles as a Star March Madness predictor.
Yes, I didn't join that show. I didn't join that show, but Drew and who was the champion of that?
Nick Nicosia, graduate, playing some good football right now. Drew kicks it off. That's a booming kick. And a lot of hesitation here. I don't know what's going on. And
Very strange return. I didn't see the number that caught it.
There's a flag here. I mean, in theory, it kind of worked because I think Warwick was a little confused by what's going on.
Well, let's see what the flag is.
Yes.
Right now, they're on the 26-yard line.
Refs deliberating here. And we await the call. So, as we wait.
Here comes the white cap right now.
Okay, never mind. That will go against the Cats. I believe the penalty was on the tackle. And that's a crusher. 15 yards. Goshen will have it at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, yep.
Cannot be doing
27 that. To the 42-yard line there. That's not helpful to the Cats.
Okay, so now they're in a pistol. We have not seen them really throw the ball yet. Oh, and how about that run right up the middle? That is an excellent first down play, and I
think that was number 33, Dante Joseph.
Yes, it was. Joseph is a senior. He also doubles as a linebacker for the Gladiators.
Not quite a first down. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Gladiators.
Yeah, that looked like much more yardage to me on the play, but apparently not.
Me too.
Look how low he is as the ball snapped, 2nd and 7.
There's a lot of banging right there. Ramos.
Ramos
on that.
is a quarterback for sure, but he doesn't play like one. Like, he's not scared of hits at all. I mean, he is taking a beating already, and we're only 14 minutes in.
I'm getting taken back to the 1980s when, like, the wishbone offense was the style.
Yeah, and
I'm not seeing a lot of spread, I'm not seeing a lot of throws.
a lot of times when you have a smaller team, that's the way to go. Goshen clearly has a plan here. We'll see if it can work. 3rd down, got to convert here to stay in the game, if you ask me. There's the pitch.
Flores.
Oh, and Flores, beautiful running, nice hesitation, nice blocking, got the 1st down. Goshen moves the chains for the first time all game.
And now they're penetrating into Warwick territory around the 43, 44-yard line.
Yes, they are. First time in Warwick territory.
Spotted right at the 45 by the official.
Yes. We have 9 minutes left in this second quarter. One quarter through the quarter, believe it or not.
Let's see if the Gladiators can respond here, put some points on the board.
Okay. A lot of guys inside, but also they have 2 receivers lined up in the slot. We'll see what happens. And just a run to no one's surprise. I got faked out myself watching that play. Beautifully ran.
Close to a first down.
Yeah.
Looks like they're 3 yards short.
It's going to be a 7-yard rush for Alex Ramos. He's starting to put his footprint on this game.
Yeah, I think their strategy is to wear down the Warwick defensive line.
Absolutely didn't work in the first quarter. Starting to work now. This could be a long night for these Warwick defense.
Well, it's a shame when you grind into Warwick territory. Sometimes you get in the red zone, don't convert points.
Right. We'll see if they can. There's another handoff. They still have not thrown the ball. That was number 33, Dante Joseph on the run. 3rd time he's gotten it today.
Good for a first down. Coach Sirico looking to his staff, remaining calm, but he's looking for some answers on the defense here.
One really good thing about this Warwick defense in this scenario, they have a lot of players to cycle through. If anyone starts to get fatigued, you pull them, you throw someone else in. Warwick is, if any team's equipped to handle this kind of offense, it's the Cats.
Well, they do have a deep bench, yes.
Okay, so snap from the 32. There's a pitch. He got hit hard as he released it, and Warwick was there, number
56 on the stick there. Grant Havel.
Yes, Grant Havel has been a bit of a breakout player this year. Only a 10th grader on the team and making a mark already.
Yeah. I'd be very proud of myself. I was Grant Havel, sophomore, making a statement here in the Spirit Trophy game. That was a big tackle.
I believe that's going to go down as a loss of 4 yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
2nd and 14 on the way. You also saw Johnny Accardo as a free safety kind of getting involved there. It's a weird because Warwick never really plays a strong safety as the ball is pitched. Here is Flores, who, again, look at that. 4 Cats get to the ball. Absolutely incredible. Another loss. So it's got.
I think Nedgersmith was in on that, number 8. 55 coming out for a breather for the Cats.
Yes.
Charlie Phipps.
That's something that you can absolutely afford to do when you have this many players. It's I believe we have an offensive lineman in as well. Can't get the number on him, but cool to see some of the big guys playing both ways.
Well, if you have a talented athlete in high school, that's pretty common. Look at the pressure here, number 6.
Oh, we might have just seen why Goshen does not like to throw the ball. That could have been trouble for the Gladiators.
Vincent Liggio really applying the pressure there.
Ramos was just dead from the beginning. We're almost halfway through the quarter. 6:35 left in the half. And it's going to be 4th and long for Goshen. Is the offense staying out here on 4th and 11?
Well, they're on the 32-yard line. They haven't scored yet in this half, so they're going to talk it over.
Yeah, timeout called. It would be about a 49-yard field goal, not something you'll see most high school kickers.
I don't know if Goshen has a field goal kicker. I'm trying to look on the roster here for their kicker.
They do have Tyler Griffin. He is a senior. Don't know much about him. He's relatively well respected by
having
most
a good
players.
kicker is very advantageous. It used to be pretty rare. Now it's becoming more common. I find a lot of them come off the soccer field like Drew Bourne. Drew was a really good goalie, and the soccer team was Section 9 champs last year. I think he was playing both sports. This year he chose not to because he really wants to focus on the kicking. But I was talking to Coach O'Connor, And I was like, wow, man, he's a great kid. It would be great to have him. But Coach O'Connor said, that's okay. That's what he wants to do. You got to support student athletes in their decisions here at any high school. But we do that here, especially at Warwick Valley as well.
Absolutely. Look at the Warwick sideline. You got some ball boys working. And, man, how about this Warwick crowd? Sea of white and also sea of a bunch of adults.
White out, Coach Carcaterra
Did
patrolling, making sure everybody's being safe. Just picked up his daughter, Ella. Great dude, great softball coach as well.
Absolutely. He one of the premier coaches at this school. Also love having him as one of my gym coaches, too.
Nice to know, Stia.
Okay, so the offense is indeed staying out for 4th and 11 from the 32-yard line.
Gutsy Gladiator move here. I kind of like it.
Could we possibly see a pass here?
Oh.
Ramos drops back. He throws. It was well overthrown to Flores.
Yeah, overthrown. That was a great play, though. Too
Yeah.
bad he overthrew it. Well, not too bad for us.
Yeah.
Too bad for the other side of the Spirit Trophy up Route 94 in Goshen.
We love to see that ball overthrown. Flores was open, though. Cats had a defensive lapse there. Luckily it was open.
That's a little worrisome. You got to study that play a little closer.
Yeah. Okay, so regardless, Cats take the ball in decent shape at the 32-yard line, their own 32-yard line, with 6.5 minutes still to go in the half.
What's your strategy if you coach Chirico, Theo? You going for a quick strike, or are you
No,
trying to
I'm just
methodically bring the ball down the field and maybe hit, Terrell, the tight end, for a strike, or go back to McLaughlin, maybe get Skyrod his first completion? They've gone to him a lot, but he hasn't caught the ball yet.
I think you've got to keep going for the big strikes. It doesn't look like the running game is going to bounce out from any big games. Keep feeding McLaughlin. Hope Rodriguez can hang on to some balls and see how it goes. Here's Cantor on the run, and he is
Camera faked
demolished.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's number 44 for the other side, Paul Lamparello on the tackle.
As we previously
Linebacker.
stated, I do not believe there's any significance to Goshen's number 44. Could be wrong, though.
So the legend of 44 is in Syracuse. Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, Floyd Little. Also, Oklahoma did it. Maybe we should ask Coach Mano about that. Did you know Mr. Mano? He played football at Warwick and
No,
used
I've
to
not
coach.
had the opportunity to meet
Yeah,
him yet.
guys like him and I are getting older. We were young at one point. Now we're kind of like the mid-age veterans. It's a little strange.
That'll be me one
life
day.
cycles.
Yes.
It's interesting, yeah.
Okay, so Warwick, 2nd and 12, I believe it'll be, from the 40. Krasnowitz back to throw, has time, and there's a strike. Skylar Rodriguez down to the 31.
35, between the 35 and 31-yard line. Theo, I didn't mean to step on there. I got excited. Skyrod, who loves the game, he needed that reception. He needed that. Now he's going to roll.
I think we
now
all
what's gonna
got
happen?
excited after that play. Look, he had an exceptional performance. Did not win Section 9 Player of the Week. I think.
Did you vote for that?
Yes, I did. And I'm not saying there was voter fraud or anything, but he was up by a lot of votes with 5 minutes to go, and then somehow it flipped. I mean, I'm just saying. And a Monroe Woodbury player ended up winning. So,
wow.
Do what you want with that.
Yeah.
He had an exceptional performance.
They got
though.
those last-minute votes in there. The Crusaders over there.
Okay, so here's Krasnowitz, shotgun snap, feed to Cantor, and
Flag
he's
on the
tackled,
play.
but a flag. It's been a relatively clean game so far. I think our only flags were
we had
false
3,
starts.
I think.
3 flags,
yeah.
yes.
We definitely had 2 false starts.
This is going
I'm not
to
sure
be
what
a
this one is.
hold on the Cats. Didn't get the number on who did it.
And there was the 15-yard penalty on the return.
Yes,
Number 2. So
yes,
this is
there
at
was.
least the 4th flag. 4th penalty.
Okay, so I retract my previous statement. Looks
Well, it's
like,
tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
We don't have the ESPN technology. We don't have the
Yeah.
Fox Sports technology or the Amazon Prime or whoever streams or shows these games now.
Hey, look, every game's getting picked up nowadays. Maybe ESPN Plus will want to hit us up in the near
Yeah, they'll hit up
future.
the Warwick Valley. Yeah, maybe we can work for them.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Well, you might one day. I'm washed up. This is just like my dream job.
I
for
gotta
teaching.
bring my.
So
color
when
guy
you make
along
it
with
big,
me.
just invite me to wherever you're broadcasting.
Absolutely.
Just one time. That's it. One time.
We bring you and the whole production team.
Oh, that would be phenomenal.
Yes. Got some Warwick fans filing into the game right now. They're
Wow,
starting
this is
to
a long
crowd in.
first down.
This is, yeah.
20?
Okay, so 1st and 20. Krasnowitz, he's getting rushed right away, but dumps it off to Cantor. Cantor has room to run. Cantor to the 30, 25, and he's brought down at the 23-yard line. How about that?
Well, so it's 2 or 3 yards short of the first down. I like that play, actually.
That is how you erase a 1st and long. He finally kind of showed off some of the athleticism that it's the reason he's so well regarded right now.
Well, yeah, defensive pressure on the blitz. So if you can stay a little poised, you can find somebody open because somebody's not covered. When everybody rushes like that.
Krasnowitz looked flustered dropping back. I was worried he'd fall apart in the moment, but he stayed poised and delivered the perfect dump
Let's
off.
see if they get Nate Constable, number 11, in the mix.
He's still been quiet. I don't even think he's had a target today, has he?
I haven't gone to him once yet.
Cantor in the backfield again, as is Latrell Willis. He's lined up in a more traditional tight end spot, whereas a lot of times he's been out on the numbers. Krasnowitz back to throw.
Pressure again, 74.
74
Rolls
has had a
out.
huge game. And there's Skylar Rodriguez. End zone, dropped it. Looked like it might have been a little
He also had,
overthrown.
I thought he was going to go to Nate. Nate was wide open as well. I thought he was
Yeah.
going to go to Nate for the first down, but he went for the touchdown strike to Skyrod.
Goshen keeps bringing a ton of pressure, and for the most part, it's been working, but you got to think that most times
Well, I
play
was
like that.
impressed with how Kraz rolled out. He rolled out to his
Yes.
left there, and he throws left. If you noticed in the first quarter, he rolled out to his right, tried to come back left. That's really hard to do. When you roll out to the side of your throwing arm, it's a little easier. I really thought he was going to dump it to number 11, Nate Constable there.
Shout out Dom Siracusa, though. He has made some big plays, number 74 for Goshen so far today.
So Ramos and yeah, 74, Siracusa seem like the studs, the workhorses for the Gladiators.
Okay, so now here is a third and, we'll call it third and short. Looks like about 1 or 2 yards.
Let's see what Garsha dialed up here.
Ricardo in the backfield. Krasnowitz takes the snap and hands off to him, and looks like he pushes forward to move the chains. Wait on the call.
Siracusa again on the tackle. Also
Yeah, looks
assisted by
like
number 32, a little Michael Benito. He's a junior.
it will be a first down. They
Wow.
didn't even have to bring out the chains. I kind of want to see the chains brought out. I don't know why. I
Yeah,
do,
you
though.
want to see McLaughlin
Yeah.
come out with Mr. Summerlab?
Absolutely.
Jacobson usually used to do the chains. I saw him
Really?
over there, but he's not doing it tonight. I've done the chains once. It's a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, I'd imagine. You know,
And you're in enemy territory.
yes.
Yeah, it was with Monroe when I did it. With
know-
a former teacher, the head coach, Coach Sierra. Yeah, we caught up on old times. It was pretty fun, actually.
The USFL, when they first launched back in the mid-'80s, they had
Trump
like,
USFL.
yes, they had some kind of single-person chain innovator. That's no fun, though. Let everyone get involved.
Oh, we got number 6 is bleeding there.
Yes, that
Yeah.
is.
That's Ligio.
Yes, that
He's
is.
going to warrior it up.
That'll be a timeout, I believe, to get him off the field.
I really hope the Cats score here with 2:51 left in the first half.
Yeah, and with the amount of time left, you don't really need to change up your offense in any way. As we're gonna keep taking a look at what's going on here. It's been a fun first half, to say the least. I would say that Warwick has looked very good. You know, up 7-0. The offense has struggled at times, but it really just feels like with the way Goshen's offense has struggled, I don't know, I just get a feeling that the Cats are in control of the game, despite what the scoreboard might say. Let's take a look at some stats here. Warwick has gained 6 first downs so far, whereas Goshen has moved the chains just twice. They've also only thrown just twice, haven't completed either pass, which is wild to me. Okay, so here we are back to the field.
Fans are very happy. Stick around for halftime. We're going to interview Coach O, John Olszewski, 46-year volunteer coach here at Warwick. You see him all around the village. Also at halftime, the Mighty Mites will take the field.
Always
Yes, Warwick
great.
Youth Football run by Brian Perez. They're the future here. They'll be playing at the Ash in the Spirit Trophy game.
Skylar Rodriguez on the sideline here. This is interesting for this first down play, rather. Here's the handoff to Zach Cantor, and he has room to run. Now he'll be just short. I was getting my touchdown call ready, but it looks like he's down inside the 2-yard line.
Yeah, big hole. I think they brought him down at the 1, and he's really pumped up. They're going to bring a Cardo in to try to punch it in.
Yeah, I think you got to. Cantor has more of the shifty, elusive moves, whereas Ricardo, power guy.
Brute force.
Yes. Could they possibly throw it, though? I mean, they're a bit of a throwing team, especially with point out. Maybe rollout?
Is this like the Super Bowl, New England versus Seattle, when everybody said throw it to beast mode and then it got intercepted?
Well, that is very high praise for Ricardo, if true.
I like Johnny.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, they're going to bring me in on the goal line rushes, so I think they're going to hand it to him.
Vincent Liggio also out there blocking. Looks like he recovered from whatever was bleeding. And there's Johnny Ricardo. Touchdown.
I mean, the offensive line blew it out there. Blew it out. He had some wide receiver flanker blocks, and boom, just. I mean, I think Cantor would have. I think I would have been able to run that in.
I don't even think anyone got a hand on him.
I mean, just
I would love
walked
to
into
see
the
it.
end
I would
zone.
love to see you out there trucking some defenders.
Yeah.
We should set that up one day. But in the meantime, Cats up 13-0. Warner hoping to make it 14.
2:10 left in the half. You see at the bottom of the screen Sue Abel. She's the trainer there.
She does
wrapping
some great
ankles,
work for all these
working
teams.
with all the teams.
Okay, so here is Warner. It's going to be Michael Accardo on the hold once again. Accardo is a, if I'm not mistaken, he is a defensive back and receiver. Interesting to see a player of his position doing the holding.
I haven't seen the Cats play this year. I'm breaking down the uniform. Do you like the 2 stripes down the pants?
Well, first of all, extra point's good. I don't think I do. I mean, I don't want to be too critical. Where's the gold? Like, that's my question.
You want a little more gold? The
Yeah.
gold outlines the Warwick on top of the numbers, but it's kind of skinny.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd like gold numbers, I think.
How about the paw helmets?
I love the helmets.
You into the helmets?
I absolutely love the helmets.
There was one time when varsity was yellow in the 80s. Yeah.
Really?
I had this conversation with a guy I used to work with, and I know, and he's in Goshen now, and we always talk about like the history of the uniforms. Yeah. And when I watch NFL with my kids, I ask them what uniforms they like.
What are their answers?
Well, like I asked if they like the modern day Tampa Bay. They don't like it. I like the creamsicles from back in the day.
Oh yeah, those are
Those
iconic.
are phenomenal. I don't like when a team wears all the same color too.
Yeah, like
unless they do it right, like the what do they call it? The color rush.
Yeah, some of
those
those
Thursday night games.
I feel like they're hit or miss though, you know.
Yeah.
Seattle wears like the powder green. That's a great uniform.
Yeah.
Chargers do some good stuff with their blue. Some teams just I don't know. It's plain. It gets repetitive. You get what I'm saying?
Youth and varsity cheerleaders getting down to this is how we do it. That's family fun here at the Ash.
Yeah, and a lot of Warwick fans here. We see some of the stands there. Maybe we'll get a better shot of them going forward.
So they're going to redo this facility after the football season.
Yes,
we almost had to play this football season at Memorial or a different site. Maybe we would have went to Vernon, but
I was worried about that.
Well, as soon as it's over, they're going to redo this track. So it'll be
Okay.
interesting to come back here next fall and see if it looks different.
Warner set to kick it off for the Cats. 2:10 left. Warwick up 14-0. Oh, he's going to squib it. Oh, and they can't handle it, and it's a
they got
fumble. It's a fumble. Cats ball. They got to it, and they'll have it inside the Goshen 40-yard line.
Recovered
Johnny
by
Accardo.
touchdown and fumble recovery. That warrants a potential player of the game post-game interview. What do you think, Theo?
I like
it's
it.
a little young.
Got some time to go. Don't want to jinx it.
We don't want to jinx it. Up 2 touchdowns. I'm sure Coach Rico's very happy about that. They see offensive coordinator Brad Garcia saying, "Hey, it's 2 minutes left. Let's get another touchdown here. Let's get another score. Go up by 3 scores going to the half."
I would look. 2:10 to go, right? Goshen has shown no ability to pass the ball. Who would have thought that they would pull a move as risky as that at this point in the game? Wow.
Yeah, and the crowd is starting to come alive here because, you know, we have 2 touchdowns and maybe we get a touchdown before halftime here. And we got great momentum going to the Coach O interview and the Mighty Mites entering the field. Always a fun time when the Mighty Mites are running around under the
Okay,
front
so
of their legs.
Krasnowitz takes the snap. He's got time to throw. He delivers a strike downfield, and it's overthrown. Intended receiver Jonah Medeiros incomplete.
Jonah, the basketball star. Yeah, he hasn't connected yet. I think they tried to hook up twice. Once in the first quarter and now.
Even 2 minutes left on the half. Time should not even be much of a factor for the Cats at this part of the field. So they're going to huddle up and get set for the 2nd and 10. We see Sirico.
They only took 10 seconds off the clock there.
I'd have to imagine he's in bright spirits right now.
Yeah, but, you know, as a high school coach, nothing's ever in the bag.
Right.
Things can go. It's only 2 scores, a turnover. They take one back on a kickoff. Things can happen.
Mm-hmm. You can't get a false sense of security here.
No, but you do want to go in with a secure lead.
Right.
When this half is over.
Goshen will receive the opening kickoff. Okay, so shotgun snap, 2nd and 10. Oh, it's fumbled. Cantor going to wisely fall on it.
So we got a 2nd and 15, I think.
Yeah. You know, so many times we see guys, you know, try to pick up the fumble and run with it.
I like how offensive coordinator Brad Garcia said, "Guys, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
We'll get it back. It's just a mental mistake."
I'd hate to see Warwick squander this kind of opportunity. Now, this is the stuff that you look back on after games. You got to get points here, right?
You know, when you coach in high school varsity athletics, you got to keep in mind high school kids, they're teenagers. They are very vulnerable. So, you know, you got to be calm in situations where things go wrong or emergencies, and I think Brad was trying to do that there.
Okay, so let's see what they can dial up here. Timeout. Not sure who called it. I believe it was Warwick, though. No, timeout Goshen.
What? That's a blessing for Warwick. Goshen's calling a timeout when they're making mistakes and fumbling the ball in the 2nd and 15. I mean, I don't know.
This could back.
Warwick really lucked out there.
Yes, could come back to bite the Gladiators in the face.
There you see big number 73, Felix, drinking some water.
He deserves it. He's done a lot of work today. What type of Gladiators do you think they are?
Like gladiators from the Roman times, the Colosseum. They call their stadium the Colosseum.
That's the
It's
exact
funny, when that
thing to
stadium
have.
was being built, I knew the AD at the time. He's like, Coach, you got to come and see this. I'm like, let's go see the Colosseum. Yeah, because I love the Gladiator movie. I showed clips of it in Global One.
That's an
to
excellent
talk
movie.
about the Roman Empire. Yeah, the movie's based on a Shakespearean play called Tiberius.
Really?
And also the real reign of Marcus Aurelius. I'm becoming like Dennis Miller right now, talking about non-football stuff. Let's get back to the football talk.
I'm always down to talk some more history after the game. Hopefully our viewers don't mind. Okay, so anyway, 3rd and 16. Cats had a chance to talk things over after the Goshen timeout. Let's see if they can get past the Roman defense. Is that our new nickname for this squad? Nah, I don't think it'll.
Colosseum defense.
I'm gonna get some
We
more.
got to think more clever. The Legion defense, the Roman legions from the empirical days of Rome.
Okay, regardless, snap taken, handoff or Accardo rather, who gets stopped.
I think it was Canner. It was 31.
Yeah, I think it might have been waving the white flag a little, deciding, you know what, we'll punt it. Oh, never mind, forget what I just said because the offense is staying out.
Well, this could be a big momentum swing if Goshen gets a stop here. You still got a minute left. I mean,
another Goshen timeout. This one clearly to stop the clock.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Smart on their part there. Maybe they were trying to do that prior as well.
Right. Now here's what's interesting to me. With 1 minute left, and now you're down to one timeout for Goshen, and you've shown no ability to throw the football. Are you even willing to try something offensively?
I mean, you're down 2 scores. It's your Spirit Trophy game. If you get the ball back, yeah, you go for a Hail Mary strike, or maybe a little deception.
Maybe.
Hey, man, the Chiefs came back on the Bills with what? 8 seconds left.
Yeah, 13.
2
I believe.
plays. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Cats out here. 4th down. They are going for it. I believe it's going to be about 4th and I'll call it 15, maybe 16. We got Ryan McLaughlin out in single coverage with the quarterback Ramos guarding him. I believe, let's see, really wish we had that circle thing. Okay.
They want Johnny to block. Good block, John.
He's rolling out the other way, pressure on him, delivers a throw out of bounds. Looks like he had nowhere to go. So Goshen will take it over. They got to go 60 yards in a minute, 56 seconds right now. Think they can do it?
No, I think it was a good move to go there on 4th. I mean,
Right.
they're on the Goshen 40-yard line. Like you just said, they have to march down 6. They haven't done much with the run game. They've only had 1 pass attempt that was overthrown to number 26, Flores. So, I mean, they should be pretty safe here unless a freak play happens or a missed coverage or something like that.
Right, and I'd have to guess that Warwick will play it a little conservative. And, yeah, you already see Skylar Rodriguez playing a little further back than usual.
Yeah.
Got a lot of water bottle flipping on the Goshen side. Okay, regardless. Pass.
Oh, it's wide open.
Flores has room to run.
I would go out of
Skylar
bounds.
Rodriguez trying to cover, and he does.
He makes a tackle. He didn't wrap him up, but he went for his legs.
It's going to be about an 18-yard rush to the 47-yard line of Warwick.
The clock
Yeah,
was supposed to be running. It looked like it stopped for briefly, but it's running with 43 seconds left right now.
Yes, clocks don't stop on 1st down here,
Well,
right, for our viewers?
No. I looked at the clock, and it wasn't running.
Okay, so Ramos going to roll out to pass.
He's got a lot of
He's
time
looking.
here.
He signals to a receiver. He hurls that one. Oh, nearly picked off. Jonah Medeiros could have grabbed that. It was well out of reach.
Intended for number 3, Gene Lewis, is a sophomore. He also plays defensive back as well for the Gladiators.
Even 30 seconds on the clock as they have 2nd and 10. Even getting a field goal here would be huge. I don't think their kicker situation is anything special with the way they've played it so far.
I think the
We'll see
bigger
what they can
programs
do.
have kickers like the Monroes and
Yeah.
the Warwicks, and it's not common throughout all the football teams throughout the New York State.
Right. Okay, so they're lined up heavily to the left here. Ramos going to roll out
He's
right.
a tall boy, Ramos.
He has pressure on him. How about Declan McCurdy? Oh, Accardo hit stick to knock that ball incomplete. What a hit, man. Wow.
Yeah, we had the pressure there by Declan McCurdy. Accardo's just been a warrior all night.
McCurdy brought down Ramos as he throws. Regardless, it was a dot right in his receiver's hands, and then Accardo just hit him like a freight train there.
Well, with a little over 21 seconds, they're lucky they got the clock to stop.
Okay.
Still 10, third
Yeah,
and 10,
third and 10.
for the Gladiators.
Work up 14-0 for anyone just tuning in. Oh, that was a weird snap. He fielded it though,
Gotta
and now
sack
he's
him
getting
now.
pressure.
Gotta get that. Get the sack.
Michael Carter on the pressure there as he releases it. Oh, and he has a man. Number 1, Keanu Sierra
That's
there
good
to
for a
catch
first
it.
down at the Wildcat 30-yard line.
There is a flag, though.
Time has run out in the half.
No, so the clock stops with 8 seconds as there was a flag, I believe. And illegal touching on Goshen, I believe? Yes. So that should just about end the half. I believe
Yeah,
the
I
clock
agree.
will start on the
If it's
whistle.
against Goshen, we accept the penalty. Half's over.
Yeah, man, that was a very exciting play as it happened. I thought they might have had something. So they're back in their own territory. Can't see anything happening. I'd go into kind of prevent defense here if I'm Warwick. And yeah, Rodriguez playing it like 15, 20 yards back.
It's 3rd and 15. I mean, you got to be very careful here. Not
There's
do
a
anything
handoff to
stupid.
Flores. And Flores has nothing to do, and that will bring us to the half. 14-0. Wildcats lead it. Halfway through this one in the home Spirit Trophy game.
Slow start for the Cats, but they put those 2 touchdown strikes on the board. I think things are looking up for the Wildcats in the second half.
Goshen will field the second half kick. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning. With the first aid, Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for you.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
All right, here we are back at the field. Warwick up 14-0 at the halftime. Incredible rivalry. And Ryan Candia is down on the field with someone connected to both sides of it.
Ryan Candy here for Warwick Valley Television. Halftime at the Spirit Trophy game. Warwick leads 14-0. A man that knows a lot about this game is standing right next to me, John Olszewski. Coach O, volunteer coach for 46 years. Coach O, thanks for joining us. What does this game mean to you?
Means an awful lot to me. After 47 years of football, I had the honor to carry this trophy here in the field. And all the little kids are looking at it. Spirit Trophy. I was telling them what it's all about. Warwick and Goshen has played 106 games. In 106 games over the period of time. Warwick won 56 games, so Goshen's 50, and there's 4 ties. I myself, I have purple blood. That's what my spirit is.
If you live in the village or you're around here, you see Coach O everywhere. And Coach O is joined the staff again this year. You guys are 2-0. Hopefully it'll be 3-0. What do you think about this game so far, Coach?
I think it's very good. We're coming around now. Kids are a little jumpy to start with, but we'll get there. We'll end up with this game. We want this trophy to take back with us. It's going to stay here in Warwick.
So what happens tonight if we bring the Spirit Trophy back to Warwick after last year's victory?
It'll stay here in Warwick. And this year, next year, and the year after.
It'll stay here, and watch out on the streets of West and Main tonight because it'll be a big celebration. For halftime, I'm Ryan Cannon, Warwick Valley Television. See you at the start of the third quarter.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
All right, we are back at C. Ashley Morgan Field. I'm your host, Theodore Fernandez. I'm joined by Ryan Candia. It's been a fun first half. Cats lead at 14-0 in a game that they have basically been in complete control of. Ryan?
Well, they were in complete control, but they didn't get the strikes, the touchdown strikes quick. It wasn't until number 44, Ryan McLaughlin, got the strike where you felt the Cats were in control of this game.
Absolutely. I'd highlight him and Johnny Accardo, who had that touchdown run and massive hit, something that's still reverberating in my mind.
I mean, Johnny Accardo right now, to me, is the player of the game.
Absolutely. They've both made some key plays. I also believe we have some first half stats as the players are taking the field. Warwick had 6 first downs in the half to Goshen's 3. Warwick completed 33% of their passes. I know it sounds bad.
Wow.
Goshen didn't complete a single pass.
I would have thought the completions were 50, but we got our great statistician.
Yeah, shout out my brother, Peter, doing
Peter
the work
Fernandez,
for us. Yes.
working hard for us, the future of Warwick Valley Television.
No sacks on either side. Goshen was apparently able to produce 2 turnovers.
And both have 3 penalties.
Yes, both were turnovers on downs, by the way.
Yeah.
3 penalties. It's weird because none of the penalties had much of an impact on anything.
I agree with you, and I think what's hurting Goshen is they're relying on the play of 2 players.
Right.
Alex Ramos, the junior quarterback, defensive back, and number 26, Michael Flores, who's a senior running back, linebacker. And he also, returns kicks, and that's just when you got primarily two guys carrying the load, it just gets very tiring.
I don't even think we've really called many other names. They tried this one shot to, I believe it was Keanu Sierra, the receiver, who nearly had a big gain. But
on the defensive side for Goshen, I'm impressed by number 74, Dominic Saracusa. He's been out on some tackles, and he's made some good plays for the Gladiators.
He's been incredible. Okay, so now we get to see Drew Borner show off his leg again. He tried, I believe he tried calling himself the Golden Leg on one of our March Madness preview shows.
Wow.
I said, man, that's got to be the worst nickname I've heard.
Kids aren't humble anymore, huh?
Yeah.
They're not humble. Team Money's not humble with his NFL picks.
Well,
Striking down my picks all the time.
I'd say I have a reason to not be humble. Don't want to go there.
Yeah. Actually, the Dolphins, my surprise pick, won. And that was kind of a fun pick.
Oh, yeah. They were all over the Patriots
My
week
defensive player of the year is out for the year, I think.
I actually believe he will be coming back.
Oh,
but
TJ's coming back.
I don't think he can win the award with how many games he's missed. Regardless,
the booth is ready here. We're shutting the door. People are intense, and there's Coach O. There's our halftime interview. 46 years of volunteer service here in Wildcat football country.
So many great stories that can come out of a mind like that.
I'm coaching his granddaughter in cross country. She's
Really?
a hard worker. She's going to be a name to know in the next 3 years in the cross country scene here.
Some good genes in the family, I guess.
Oh,
that
yeah.
pick is bobbled and caught by the return man. I believe it's Flores, who's going to be downed in right around the 25. We'll call it the 26.
Looked like Ariel LaSalle, number 22 senior, was trying to throw some blocks out there for Flores.
Yeah, it's one thing that's just been so crazy about this for Goshen is how many names have we even called, right?
Not many, maybe
6,
2 or 3. Yeah,
maybe
if that.
at most, right?
Yeah. Theo, I smell those hot dogs being cooked by the boys cross country team, 4-time state champions, 82, 94, 95, 07. And I kind of want one right now.
Maybe post-game snack. As there's a handoff to, is this Flores? Yes, I think it is, and he is dragged down by a barrage of defenders. I'm going to call it a 1-yard gain, 2-yard gain, 3-yard gain maybe. We'll be a little generous. 2nd and 7 on the line.
So let's see if the Gladiators can get into Warwick territory, maybe get some points. They need some kind of glimmer of hope here. Warwick did receive, so obviously they got the ball to start the second half.
Goshen was in Warwick territory as the first half winded down. Sorry about that. They did have what looked to be a huge completion that was called off due to illegal touching, I believe, illegal man downfield. Not sure on the signal, but something illegal happened. We do have an injury on the field for the Wildcats. We are going to instead focus on the Warwick huddle. Hopefully, he can get up and start playing.
Yeah, football can be a violent sport where injuries are common. It's funny, the Mighty Mites were on the field at halftime, and Brian Perez announced them. And my son wants to play tackle, but he plays flag. We haven't put him into tackle yet. But you got to be really confident in yourself and your body movements and not be afraid to get hit. Hopefully, can't even tell who's on the ground here for the Cats, but when the player comes up, we'll see the number, and hopefully this athlete is okay.
Looks like he's getting his leg stretched out right now. We got the O-line on the sideline, worried looks on their face.
Yeah, and then you got Latrell and Nate talking about the game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are pretty pumped up in school today for this game.
Never like to see an injury, but hopefully this Warwick defense can rebound because they've really been dominant all day.
Yeah, hopefully Sue Abel can work her magic on this Warwick athlete.
Okay, he's getting up, and he's limping off the field. It is going to be
Jake Rooney, number
one, Jake Rooney, a guy I wrestle with, teammate of mine.
Yeah, he can get off the field.
He runs off the field. That's good for him.
Yeah. There you see Sue, who's working on Jake Rooney. She seems in pretty good spirits. I think Jake's going to be okay.
Let's hope so. Maybe even a cramp or something.
Declan McCurdy
hard to say.
Looking for the call there.
McCurdy's on like an outside rush position as Ramos takes the snap.
Oh,
he's running it.
Skyrod late on the tackle. Also in there was Johnny Accardo, number 33.
Ramos going to move the chains, it looks like. First down, number 4 of the game for the Gladiators.
Skyrod looking to the defensive signals from Coach Rosa. He's the defensive coordinator.
McCurdy on the sideline now. We'll wait to see what that's about, but Warwick stuffs up the 1st and 10 play. We're going to call it.
Little hesitation there by
second
Flores.
And 9.
Hesitation, but he went nowhere.
Goshen not even going to huddle up here, but it's not a tempo thing either. Don't know what's going on. Ramos going to get set to take the snap. And he's going to fake the handoff and run it himself. Solid gain of 3 or 4 yards before being brought down. That was a solid fake handoff, right? But like, I don't know. They keep.
Looks like number 50 for Goshen might be injured.
Oh, okay.
Terrell Carter down for the Gladiators, as you see their head coach. Step to the field.
He's a senior, big player for them on both sides of the line.
Looks like the services of Sue Abel will be needed once again in a span of 3 minutes of time as Sue walks out to attend to Carter.
Player's going to take a knee. McCurdy's back out on the field for the Cats. Unfortunately, injury is starting to become a factor early in this second quarter.
So we got the Goshen trainer helping out. Hopefully it's just a cramp. Looks like he's going to stretch him out.
Yeah.
Figure out what's happening.
Both sidelines taking a knee for this one. And the crowd has gone silent.
So it's been a pretty slow first half with these 2 injury timeouts. We got 10:27 left in the first quarter.
Third quarter, that is.
Third quarter.
You're trying to take us back in time.
No,
here.
I'm actually not. That was a bad mistake on my part.
Okay, so
it's funny because I thought the first half kind of went quickly.
Yes, I did too.
And now we're getting a slow start to the third quarter. As you see, Alex Nettersmith with the pink mouth guard. Yes, somebody slipped him in water. And he had number 8.
Yes.
It looked like a 0 for a sec. See Coach Tobin and Bauer to the bottom right of the screen there.
Okay, this is a little bone I have to pick with the NFL. Why isn't number 0 allowed? Like, I don't know. I think it would look so cool on a guy like a Khalil Mack or something going after a tackle.
Khalil Mack had 3 sacks the other day.
Yes, he did.
Mr. Myers, the M-Dogs pick for Defensive Player of the Year.
I kind of laughed at him for that.
Yeah, Belichick crushed Khalil Mack years ago.
Yeah.
Said he's no LT. He's right. Khalil Mack to go to UB, and that's where I went. Let's see what the Gladiators can do here.
Okay, so here's the third down snap.
It's going to be a first down for the Gladiators.
That's Flores pushing the pile there. And
plowing.
Moving the chains
right
again.
Through. Anthony Marcano, we haven't called his number yet. Number 4 was in on the tackle.
So 2 first downs to start the half for the Gladiators. What are you dialing up now? Are you going to keep the runs going or maybe take a shot?
They only took 1 passing shot all game to 26 Flores, and it didn't really work out. I mean, I would.
Let's see what they do. It is going to be handoff, and Flores picks up about 2 before being brought down.
So it's going to be 2nd and 8. 3rd and 8, excuse me.
2nd and 8 now.
That was the first down.
Yeah, they just gained it. Oh, another guy. Nope, he gets up. Okay, false alarm. That's
Vincent
Vince
Liggio.
He was bleeding earlier.
Yeah, he was bleeding earlier. He's been on a couple plays. He's a pretty aggressive defensive player.
Yeah. Okay, so Goshen in Warwick territory for the 3rd time today. How about that run? That's a great job pushing the pile. Don't have the number on the runner. But it was not for one of the first times. It was not Michael Flores.
Goshen's getting something started here on their running game.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it's Warwick being worn down considering they just had the halftime break. Oh, and there Flores just gets killed. Gonna rule it an incomplete pass. And a little
play,
shove.
Vincent Liggio in on that play, causing the chaos on that play.
Flores gave a little shove after it.
You got to be getting frustrated for Goshen. I mean, Flores, Ramos, their numbers are called on every play, and they're down 2 scores.
Right.
They need a score here to get their confidence up.
Maybe
get back in this 127 Spirit Trophy game.
They've already killed about 3 minutes off this third quarter. We are under 9 to play.
I thought it was great at halftime. Coach O had the Spirit Trophy in his hand. I was like, that is awesome. That's why you're being interviewed, to talk about the history of this game.
Okay, so here's the snap. Ramos going to roll out. Look, he's looking to throw, but he is brought down.
Big sack, but I think the ball went out of bounds.
So waiting on the call, it was Charlie Phipps in pursuit, or Grant Havel rather, in pursuit. Nearly brought him down. So ruling on the field, I believe, is a fumble that went out of bounds.
Big play by Grant Havel there. He had a big play on second.
No, so actually they're going to say he got the ball out, incomplete pass. No intentional grounding, I guess. But, man, that was just blown up from the beginning. Grant Havel all over it. We talked about him earlier, 10th grader making an impact today.
Love it here at the Ash when they play the Hell's Bells call on 3rd down.
That's a football staple, I feel like, at this point.
Yeah, it is a staple. It's not Trevor Halfman coming to the game. It's a football 3rd down staple for a defensive stand.
Right, okay. So,
that play was stopped.
False start here. Yep, false start. That'll push Goshen back 5 yards.
That'll help the Cats.
Yes,
you
it
see
will.
Sirico patrolling the sidelines, trying to, have a good second half here and secure this win. It's a 2-touchdown game. It feels like it's in control, but a turnover, that could lead to a quick touchdown, and the Gladiators are right back in it.
Goshen's got to score here. We said it already, but the way they've moved the ball already to do that and come away with nothing would be absolutely crushing Warwick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so 33 takes a knee again. He's done that all game. There's Ramos. Oh, he's getting blown up. He stays alive, and he's forced to throw it out of bounds. How about that? McCurdy and Liggio,
McCurdy and Liggio, number
there
7,
to get
number
him.
6. They've been applying pressure all night.
And how about this Cats pass rush? They really just completely changed the outcome of that drive, right?
Defensive coordinator, Coach Rosa, signaling his defense there to keep it up. He's happy with the start of the second half play of them.
And Goshen will finally decide to punt. They went for a lot of 4th downs in that first half.
Yeah.
Both teams did actually lose.
So now Brett Garsh is calling the offense. Offense. We're going to get on. Let's get ready.
Flag? Can't imagine what this is. False start, I believe it's going to be 5 yards and make the punt. Oh, and they're back in their own territory now. Their penalties are an absolute crusher sometimes. Okay, so that midfield, you really got to hope for a good punt. You don't want Warwick to get good field position right away.
Well, now they can pound the ball to Cancer and Accardo if they choose to do so.
But before that, Rodriguez back. Oh,
boy.
He had to pick it up because Warwick was there.
Yeah,
and this thing's going to be returnable. Oh, Rodriguez muffed it. Oh, but he hung on to it. Oh, that would have been a crusher.
I mean, that Goshen defender would have walked right into the end zone. It was only 6 yards separating a Goshen touchdown.
Tried to field that like a shortstop. Maybe should have let it roll. Just bounced right off the hand.
I think he was thinking, get the ball cut to the right quick, run to the outside. So at least Warwick has the ball deep in their own territory.
Very fortunate that he was able to hang on to that one.
They got a lot of field to work with. If they're confident in their run game, they can kill a lot of clock here in this third quarter. We got 8:09 left. As we watch the cheerleaders get the fans all pumped up here at this 127th Spirit Trophy contest.
Goshen's cheerleaders on the other side, on the contrary, just standing, looking pretty defeated right now.
I like that shot right there with the WV on the hill. I like when football programs do that when they have the hills in their end zones.
Yes. Absolutely, and it's a good facility.
Nice catch there by the guy in the sweatshirt at the 200-meter mark of the track.
Good for him. I did not see that, but
oh, he's in the screen right there as well.
Of it. Okay, so here's Rodriguez, or here's Krasnowicz rather. Handoff is going to be blown up, so it's going to be 2nd and I can imagine he didn't lose much with forward progress.
Well, in order to kill clock, the offensive line's got to clear the way for Cantor, and that play totally backfired.
Yeah, so they are, I think it's side the 1?
I mean, they
5?
They
They're around the 4.
Yeah, they got to be careful of them not getting, Goshen getting the safety here.
Okay, so they're going to talk things over. I have to imagine they're just going to keep running it.
Well, you just want to advance the ball close to the 10-yard line, so you don't have
Right.
to worry about getting tackled in your own end zone here.
Yeah, kick blocking's been a bit of a problem for the Cats early on this year, so you definitely want to make sure Drew has as much room to work with as possible if they punt. But Krasnowitz's going to roll out. Oh, and he's found Skylar Rodriguez.
I thought that ball was almost picked, and he's tackled at the Warwick 27-yard line.
I did too. Well, maybe that'll get Sirico to forgive him for that muff earlier. Excellent completion.
Exactly. Totally redeemed himself there.
Yes. And he's not, this game kind of seems like an outlier to me. He's generally not a very mistake-prone guy.
Well, he's grown a lot
Yes.
as a senior. He started as a sophomore. He started as a sophomore, and there's a lot of growing pains, and hopefully you grow in size. He's short, but he's getting thicker as he gets older, and hopefully he's got some wisdom from the last 2 years of playing varsity football.
Yeah, look, if the Cats are going to go anywhere this season in the new class, he will have a huge role in it. That's for sure.
Well, Ryan McLaughlin helps them a lot too.
Yeah.
And back to Cantor.
Outside
Looks like
feed.
he almost. I almost thought he was a horse collar tackle there, but no flag on the play.
He tried to break something to the outside. It was just very well covered by Goshen, and this will bring up third down, I believe. Second down, actually. Yeah, they just gained the first down on the
second and 9. They got
Rodriguez
a yard.
pass. So they didn't get the play from the sideline.
Warwick's up 14-0, but I don't feel a total rhythm and control of the
Right.
offense. It's like they score on quick strikes.
Very shaky game.
They haven't really established a running game that can march down the field 80 yards. And not like that's easy to do on any level, but I kind of feel like that's still not there.
Shotgun snap, Krasnowitz. He is back to throw. He has time. Oh, well overthrown. Had Constable on slant
Intended
route.
for Constable. It almost looked like he stopped running there.
Yeah. Not sure who to pin the blame on there, but that should have certainly been a first down with the way that play developed. So we're halfway through this third quarter, and the Cats have successfully killed it, really. I mean, no points put up on the board, but with 18 minutes of football left, that's a good way to phrase it.
Yeah.
The Cats have a 2-score lead, and it seems pretty solid right now.
And then you see the Cats sideline players, number 15 looking on.
Okay.
Brody Federick.
So here's Krasnowitz. He drops back. He's going to deliver it. Sideline McLaughlin, who gets a couple yards before going out of bounds.
So if we watched the games last year, number 44, Ryan McLaughlin, was a big third down conversion guy.
Yes.
I kind of feel like he's a target now because the county and the section know he's a go-to player. But
Right.
if you notice, the 2 times they went to him 3 times. I think the completion rate to him is 67%. If the pass is near him, he usually brings it in. So I think they're going to put him in the mix more now to get some third down conversions or big plays when they really need them.
I've always been a believer in the fact that receivers, that too much emphasis is put on the statistics, the actual numbers receivers put up. He's clearly a guy that his value goes well beyond the numbers, and that's certainly why he was named.
He's tall.
Number
he was a little
44.
lankier last year. He's put on some girth and meat. Oh, he's wide open there.
Yeah, he was, but it was a
Yeah,
run to Cantor
that's right.
who got stuffed. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Clock continues ticking. We're down to 5 minutes left in the quarter. Sirico sending in the play. Going to talk to his quarterback here on the sideline.
I'm getting a popcorn smell now. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those cross-country boys cooking some stuff up.
Yeah, they need to fuel up for their race at Bear Mountain tomorrow. Girls and boys cross country
Really?
being the Suffern Invitational.
How do you think they're doing?
They've getting some numbers there. They're rebuilding, and
Okay.
but it's traditionally a really good program. But they got a lot of numbers on the 9th grade level, so there'll be someone to look out for in the next 3 or 4 years.
I will keep my eyes open. Okay, so Krasnowitz in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff and drops back. 74 was there. Oh, he nearly picked it off of the tip. That
Wow.
was beautifully played.
I mean, they needed that really badly. I saw Cleo Mack do that at UB versus Ohio State and almost take it to the house. about a decade ago.
He has gotten, that's the second time he's gotten his hands on the ball this game. Neither time he'd come down with a pick, but his impact has been very clearly seen so
This
far.
game isn't quite over yet. I mean, a play like that puts Goshen in the red zone, and maybe they can punch it in, and it's only a one-score game.
Right. You know, you get those kind of reminders of how fast a football game can change.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Krasnitz from the 40. Back to throw. Oh, how about that blocking? And he finds Constable open for an 8-yard gain. We're going to bring up.
First
Fourth
completion.
and very short.
First completion to Nate Constable. It's about less than a yard short.
To no one's surprise, the offense is going to stay out here.
They've been doing it all night. Why do it different now?
Right.
They're almost in Goshen territory, and they've been stopping them, so why not?
From about the 47-yard line, they have 2 yards to go. And what are you dialing up here, Rico?
They went to Latrell Willis once. They don't really pass to him a lot, the tight end, number 10. I don't even know if he's on the field right now.
I do not see him out there. All right, we'll see how it develops.
I would go to McLaughlin if he's open.
A snap. Going to feed
Go to the
Decanter, and he's pushing the pile.
He got pushed. The O-line helped him.
I don't know if he has it, but it's going to be close.
I think he got it.
At first, it looked like he was absolutely going to be stuffed, and then he kind of just kept pushing, kept fighting.
Are they going to bring out the chains for us? We want to see that.
Yeah, please
we haven't
bring out
seen
the
it all night.
chains.
Please bring out the chains.
Nick,
We want to see it up here in the booth.
Warwick is confident they have it. Goshen is confident they do.
They're going to bring out the chains.
Okay, here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for.
I hate to say this, but I think they're short by a nose.
Maybe we'll get some index
They're going to bring
cards
him out.
used.
Bring him out. That's Jeff Jacobson, health teacher and phys ed teacher.
Wrestling coach as well.
He is about to walk the chains out.
Here they go.
Here we go. Here we go. I love this.
Oh, and
They're bringing
running
the
it
chains
too.
out. Are we going to get a
Nice
first
try.
down? What do we think? What do we think up here in the booth? First down, Wildcats?
That's pretty intense.
50-50 raffles are being read. That's always exciting.
Yes.
It's always exciting time here.
Okay, but we have
On a
something
Friday
more
night game.
exciting here.
That's called the chains.
Yes. And he is short.
I was
Okay.
right. I was
Yes, you were.
right. Initially, I thought it was a first down, but then when I saw it, I was right. Big play for the Gladiators. But can they score? Can they convert? What do you think happens here? Can they
Man,
convert and score?
It's now or never. I mean, it's put up or shut up time if you are Goshen.
3:20 left in the third quarter, and Gladiators in Warwick territory. Not deep into Warwick territory. Let's see if they get something rolling here.
We will see indeed. Warwick's defense back out there. They've been near perfect, if we're being real. I mean, they've allowed, 6 first downs all game? It's been absolutely incredible, the job they've done. Okay, so here is Ramos. He's going to give to who else but Michael Flores, who
Number
picks
5 and
up
26.
about 3.
You're getting everything. I think that was Havlin on the tackle. He's having a heck of a game.
Yes,
He's
he is.
disappointed in himself, though. He shook his head. Got the tackle, but I think he wanted to stick him a couple yards earlier.
I mean, 4-yard gain is never anything to be too mad about defensively, but offensively it also sets you up good for some, manageable slant routes, although I doubt they're throwing the ball as they give it to Flores.
Good run. That's good for a first down.
He created some room for himself, took the hard hit, and moved the chains.
Hard hit by Johnny Accardo.
Man, I can't even imagine what it feels like getting hit by him at full force. Got to be rough.
Yeah, Johnny Accardo is a very great kid. A good friend of mine who's watching the game. They're neighbors. His father died. I met him at the wake, at the funeral at Zier Vanderplaat. Very respectful, and that's when he was a sophomore. Showed a lot of maturity. I was impressed by that.
Okay, so here's the snap. Ramos, hand off, and they've got another solid game. That'll be another first down.
That's good for another first down.
But we do have an injury on the field. This is going to be Jake Rooney down for the second time today.
Oh boy, this one doesn't look as good. Let's hope Jake's okay.
He went down in the first minute of the quarter, and now he's grabbing his leg again. Looks like a similar injury.
I think it was the same leg.
It's never something good to see.
They used Sue Abel, Warwick Valley High School's athletic trainer, working on Jake.
the air has been sucked out of this atmosphere as he is down.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it's been a hot summer. Not a lot of rain. It's humid.
Right.
Not as humid tonight. It's dried off in the last couple of days. I know this because I coach girls cross country. I'm always looking at that for workouts. And when you're doing athletic training and practices in the summer, you either want to go early morning or late at night. We can't really control that when the school year starts because we're in school till 2:30. But he looks like, I mean, hopefully it's not a big injury. It looks like he's getting stretched out. Let's hope it's a really bad cramp. You see Brendan Bauer, Ryan Tobin, and Sirico talking strategy.
How about the job this coaching staff has done, though? I don't think it can be understated enough. Just the amount of people that Sirico brought in.
That's
the
his
amount
style.
of,
Coach Sirico likes to welcome all, and he's very welcoming with graduates, former coaches. He's a big community guy. I remember when he became the athletic director, he just loved doing it. He pretty much was the unofficial athletic director even when he wasn't. He'd be at basketball games, sweeping the floor at halftime. He'd go to every event. He's really somebody to look up in the community and really tries to help everybody with everything. It's almost like in a good way, a weakness. He just wants everybody to feel a part of the community. Even at these games, he's the head coach, and he's coming up here and making sure that the clock works. One time, the scoreboard wasn't working. He walked out to the scoreboard before the game, and then went to coach on the sideline. I said, Coach, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. He just wants to make sure that the site is set and everybody's ready for a good athletic contest, whether it be football or basketball or any other sport.
The one thing I'll say about Sirico right now, I think he's the one guy that if you are a Warwick High School student, you absolutely know everything about this guy, right? He is just such a larger-than-life figure, which is incredible in a community of this nature.
He was a math teacher.
Yes, I heard.
He has a certification in math. I've been in some of his math classrooms.
I'm sorry, I cannot imagine having him teach me math. That just doesn't add up.
X's and O's math. Not soon. Oh, Coach Patafia wiping the board with his shirt. That's intensity right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're born with that. You can't learn that. You're born with those instincts.
Yes. Okay, so let's do a bit of a game reset here because, never mind, it looks like Rooney is getting up to heavy applause.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he'll be coming back in the game.
I think it's best to let it rest. He's going to limp off the field. Won't run off as he did last time. Teammates going to give him a round of applause, even the Goshen fans, hopefully.
See Ashley Morganfield whiteout there.
Yeah, Goshen tried to, have a blackout going.
I think the best whiteout in sports is, I don't like this team, but the Miami Heat.
Really?
They did it well.
I think Penn State's got it on lock. When they do it, you just kind of feel like they're definitely going to win, although.
Yeah, and you're keeping it real. You're keeping it real in the same sport. I went to basketball. I jumped genre of sport.
Miami Heat white out. Check that out. I know they did it against the Thunder in the finals.
Well, they used to do it during LeBron.
Okay, so back to the gridiron though. Ramos is going to run it and get stuffed for no gain, 2nd and 10. I'm excited for basketball though. We'll be doing some games together for that, hopefully.
I like doing the basketball games. It's fun.
And both the boys and girls should be pretty good this year, so I hear.
Well, the girls almost made the Final Four last year. They crushing loss at Binghamton.
Oh, and that snap fumbled. Flores picks it up, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good effort by him. 3rd and 10 coming up. Clock continues ticking.
Clock ticking in the 3rd quarter. 1:29 left.
So
that was a pretty athletic move by Flores.
Yeah, so Goshen's
going to disaster there for the Gladiators.
Goshen's going to go and get the play. I just can't imagine being a player on this team, being a receiver on this team. It feels like being like an Army football receiver when no one throws you the ball.
You're flanking or blocking?
So Ramos, fake the handoff, fake me out again. I'm got to be on
Johnny
point there.
Accardo stuck him right there, right at the 30-yard line.
So that's going to set him up for about 4th and 6. I feel like you got to go for this, right?
Of course you got to go. I mean, there's almost less than a minute left. There's 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and you're down 2 scores, and you're in Warwick territory.
It would be about a 47-yard field goal anyway. Should be no question here. This might even be the final play of the quarter, depending on if they get it or not. Clock running down. We're down to about 40 to play. 14-0 Cats still. Ball snapped by Ramos. Give to Flores, and
wow,
he tries
almost got
to
the
fight.
first down.
First, it looked like Warwick would have him at the line of scrimmage. He evaded a couple tackles. Finally got brought down.
Aaron Graves very happy about that, number 12. I saw him a lot this summer around this campus, and him and Sirico made a good bond. Yeah, it's good to see him on the staff as he gets congratulated.
You know, so many players are making connections in the community with each other, with their coaching staff, and it's really starting to show.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but with the way this game's shaping up and with no disrespect to Wallkill, but they're Wallkill, and that should be a pretty easy homecoming day win. Could we be looking at a 4-0 Cats team?
I don't know much about Wallkill.
The one thing I'll say, if you're scheduled to play Warwick for homecoming, this could come back to haunt us.
My wife lived in Wallkill, right on Main Street there. It is a pretty gritty town.
Yeah, maybe they got some juice in them.
I'd have to look at the film.
Last homecoming game was a bloodbath.
On the play.
Yeah. Warwick beat FDR like 70-0 or something. It was brutal to watch. But this will be a false start. Push Warwick back.
I think a lot of programs, I know it's 2 years ago now almost, 2020 when COVID hit, but a lot of programs got, I don't want to use the word devastated, but really slowed down by that. I remember that season, spring 2 season, we did a game, we played Kingston, and you could just see, who practiced, who made the effort to get out, and who didn't.
Right.
No disrespect to Kingston, but it was probably a little more difficult for them
to
get together and practice than maybe it was in the Warwick Valley or the Monroe Woodburys of the world.
It's hard to, with everything that was going on, being locked in your house, hard to find that motivation. But a lot of these current Warwick seniors certainly did, and it's a big reason of why they are where they are today.
It's not just this sport. I think the sports that, for example, I'm coaching cross country again. The numbers are really down because running is usually a punishment in most sports.
Right, and Zach's going to be brought down there, Zach Cantor, and I believe this will do it for the quarter. Can't see why they'd snap it one more time.
I'm going to give some. I know Goshen's down 2 scores, but I'm going to give some props to their defense because it seems like when we want to take the game and get it a little out of hand, make it a 3-score game, they're not giving up.
They've been keeping
them constantly grinding
in the game. I mean, you got to hope your offense can score.
Dominic
14
Syracuse
points.
is 7-4. He's the heart and soul of that defense.
Absolutely. So we're 3 quarters in, 12 minutes football to go. Goshen needs 2 scores to get back into this game. We'll see if they can do it. Don't go away.
Roll over. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to C. Ashley Morganfield. Theodore Fernandez and Ryan Candia on the call. We are here in the 4th quarter, 11:30 to play. We missed a couple plays.
Kraz had a completion to the Goshen sideline, and it was close to a first down. There was a flag, and now the Wildcats will have a first down at roughly the 43-yard line of their own territory.
It was a quiet quarter offensively for the Cats in the 3rd. They gained just 2 first downs the whole time. But there's one right away, and they appear to be moving the ball. Another signal by the referee. He was just swinging his arm around. I don't know if he was calling anything.
You haven't seen the Wildcats huddle up. Now they're going to huddle up because they have a 2-score lead, and there's about 11-18 left in regulation.
Now, here's where an interesting storyline comes in. With your starting running back out, you have to run the game out. So, not to discredit the backups, but it's not the worst situation in the world to be in for Goshen. Their offense just needs to step up. Cantor's going to be stuffed there, bringing up 2nd and long.
Well, you got to make a decision if you want to stick. If you're Coach Sirico, do you want to stick with the running game and try to get first downs and eat clock? But you're struggling to do that right now.
Right.
Or do you want to get quick strikes to Ryan McLaughlin or Skyler Rodriguez or Nate Constable, or maybe get Latrell Willis back in the mix, number 10, who I really haven't seen in the huddle in a while. Maybe I'm overlooking him. He's there. He's in. A tight end.
Yes,
number 10 is in.
And he's a great piece to have in a situation like this. Getting almost a 6th blocker is absolutely huge. Plus a Cardo who come in a lot.
Yeah. Cardo's been a big factor in this game.
Okay, so here's the snap. It's low. Nearly fumbled.
Dropped.
He is hit as he throws. That was a risky pass to make incomplete.
I think he wanted to throw it away, but that was risky. It looked like it could have been intercepted possibly.
That was number 5, Alex Ramos. Wow, of course he's in the middle of it.
Iron Man football player.
Nearly made the interception.
Ramos, Siracusa, and our friend number 26, Mike Flores, are getting the brunt of the action for the Gladiators.
Yes. Okay, so it's going to be 3rd down and long. I'm kind of expecting a run, just take some more time off the clock. There are slightly over 10 minutes to go right now. Krasnowitz from the 44, Wildcats' own 44, set to take the shotgun snap. He's going to fake the handoff to Ricardo, dump off to Constable. He's got room to run. Nate Constable, 16-yard gain down to the Goshen 40-yard line.
He's a tall, lean guy. He was wide open in the middle there. I like that play call. And he looked like he could have went even further.
You know, he just started running, and like you see, okay, there's definitely some potential here in the way he catches, the way he runs.
He looks like a very smooth, finesse, calm, controlled athlete.
He nearly pulled in an incredible deep touchdown last week against Beacon. To be fair, everyone was making plays then, so can't put that much stock into it.
Number 11, Nate Constable, almost looks like he could play tight end. He's just not thick.
He's got a year to bulk up probably this offseason.
Yeah, he's
we'll
a
see
junior.
how it goes. He's a basketball player too, so he's got a lot on his plate for sure. Another low snap. Center has been a problem. He got it to Cantor, thankfully. Avoid,
well,
damage
at least they didn't cough the ball up, and he got some support there from lineman number 65, Tim Wilbur, saying it's okay.
Right.
We'll get that snap down.
We know Sirico will be eating them out in film later this weekend.
Yeah,
or,
I think all
Sunday
coaches heavily criticize their players on film, even if they played a good game.
Right.
They are taskmasters.
So we're going to huddle up. Ball at about the 46-yard line. Lost a couple on that last play. Krasnowitz in the shotgun as usual.
Looks like there's some confusion here on the play.
Yeah, something feels off. Takes a snap, hand off to Cantor. And he got some nice yardage, but did get out of bounds. That is not ideal. No, he did not. Well, okay, so he's still in bounds. So the clock will
Scratch
keep
the
running.
confusion there. Cantor had a really tough run there, a beast mode-esque run. Probably the best effort we've seen from him all night as he eluded a tackler.
Absolutely.
And churn the legs right through there. That's what you want to see here. Get these first down runs, eat clock.
So 3rd and about 4 for the Cats.
8:05 left.
Yeah, clock running under 8 minutes. Starting to get into the danger zone if you are Goshen, where can our offense really score twice in 8 minutes? From what I've seen, I don't think so.
Unless there's a catastrophic turnover for the Cats.
Warwick's gotten lucky on avoiding the turnovers. Rodriguez
agree.
was able to handle that one.
Once again, another low
muff
snap.
Punt. I think that was more of a just spike to avoid anything catastrophic.
It was a spike with an attempted pass to Constable to avoid grounding.
Okay, look, I love teams going for it. This one doesn't make a ton of sense to me, if I'm being real.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're going to convert the field goal here.
I would honestly be willing to punt, maybe. I don't know.
But they're in their own territory,
Right.
and they haven't scored any points yet, so, like, why not?
I trust Sirico's call here. So they're going to huddle up. At the 33, I guess it's rough to punt.
The Warwick O-line are looking a little tired here.
Yeah. I'm expecting some play action here.
I want to see what they do. They haven't been doing play action because the run hasn't been dominant. It's been
Yeah.
successful at times, so the play action doesn't work unless the run is consistently working.
Let's see what they drop, and it looks like a timeout to avoid a delay of game, yes.
I think that's a good call, too.
Yeah.
I agree. Rich Arnott was just saying on WTBQ radio. I totally agree with him. It just looks like we're a little discombobulated in the last couple plays. We got the lead here, 2 touchdowns, 7:42 left in the fourth quarter, but something looks amiss. So why don't you regroup, with Coach Sirico and Patafio, and Brad, the guys that really control the offense of this team, and say, hey, let's be on the same page. Let's take our time with the snap because the snaps are coming in low. And come on, let's hold on to this Spirit Trophy win. In the last 5 years, it's been 2 and 3 in favor of Goshen. Let's get back to that 500 level in the 6-year period. And let's bring the trophy to Main Street, parade it around town until midnight tonight.
Yes, I hope so. I will be staying here until at least 10:30 with my production team. We all work hard to
Well, the
clean
production
up the
team and Dan Ciccone,
Yes.
Dano, our producer, you guys do a lot of hard work. I don't think people realize how long it takes to set this together. I saw you setting up during school. You guys got here
Yeah.
at 4. I managed to get here at 6, and I do what you guys tell me, and I
Right.
appreciate it. You make me think I'm important, but I'm really not.
Yeah.
And you guys do a lot of work, and I appreciate it. Hopefully we get a lot of views of this game.
We hope so. Me and my production team will have to go out and celebrate the Spirit Trophy in some way, for
Yeah.
sure. If Warwick can hold on, this game is not over. Krasnowicz takes the snap. Give to Accardo. Oh, and there he goes. Johnny Accardo, Wildcats.
Johnny
touchdown.
Accardo is our player of the game. Honestly, I thought he would get the ball more and be the premier back. I think moving forward, we might see Johnny Accardo not be the fullback, but be the running back in Owen Hoyen's absence. That's how high I am on this kid. He's a great kid in class. He's strong. He's respectful. And I really like to play Johnny Accardo on both sides of the ball.
Possible breakout game for the junior. Not that he hasn't been doing this stuff for years, because he is incredible.
His brother is the holder.
Yes.
Current sports history student.
Okay, so Drew Bornham now to kick the PAT. Love seeing him out on the field. And he drains it. No one's surprised.
I want to see Drew Borna go for a very long field goal. Really want to see that.
I give him the chance, right?
Jumping around here.
Looks like a lot of black shirts are leaving the stadium right now.
Oh, man, they're giving up hope.
Yeah.
They're not like the tailgaters from 20 years ago I saw out in the parking lot right behind us.
No,
Right,
apparently
culture
not.
shock. Guys tailgating a high school football game, that happened. That's reality. That's fact, not fiction.
I would like to go back to those days. I mean, it was a cool atmosphere for sure. People were kind of revved up about it, but
There's a lot of history, even since I've been here.
Yeah.
There's been coaches jumping ship to other teams.
right. So many
There's
good
been
stories.
intense. One time I was out in Goshen. We were at an establishment. The Spirit Trophy was there. Warwick people wanted to steal the trophy back that Coach O was holding at halftime during our interview. It's funny to me. It's entertaining. It's great high school football. I mean, we have a radio station, TVQ. I didn't have any of this stuff. Never had Friday Night Lights. It's a really good community builder. It's awesome. I love it.
You want to know my favorite Spirit Trophy story?
Yes.
Okay, so in the 60s, Warwick had a tradition where they would decide to discreetly, in about August, visit the Goshen field. They'd plant corn stalks everywhere on and around the field. That's gotta mess with you as a team.
What's
right?
your source there? You did some research
Yes,
there.
article written by forget the name of the historians, but very, very reputable Section 9 football historians, which I did not know existed until recently.
Rich Arnott, I think, is one. He's in some organizations.
Yes, that was the name. Oh, and they're going to do another squib. This worked out last time. This time it's fielded cleanly.
It was fielded cleanly, and they're close to the 39-yard line.
Grant Havel on the tackle.
Grant Havel's having a good game, too.
He is.
Yeah.
Making his presence known.
I'm looking up. The Grant Havel is. Wow, he's a sophomore.
He is a sophomore, yes.
Wow, he's got a lot of good there. There comes Cantor off the field.
A lot of room to grow. He's 5'10", 210 pounds already. Wow.
I'm really impressed with his play. He's a name we'll be talking about the next couple of years as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so high snap. That's going to be a horse collar.
Yeah, that's an easy call right there.
And he got injured on the tackle.
Ligio, number 6.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't tackle like that.
Nah, that was blatantly obvious.
Right. Goshen cheerleaders still involved in it. I don't know who they're cheering to. I can't imagine any fans are left over there.
Well, that's traditionally the visitor side. That's the Goshen side.
Right.
And our side is to our left of the booth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think their fans will still be there.
I've been hearing, my update said that she has already left the game, along with many other people. Warwick just too dominant. Our spirits will not be broken. This is our year to win the game. Barring a miracle. And it's football. Anything can happen.
Well, it'll be a nice victory here for the Cats. They'll be 3-0. We go into homecoming versus Walker. I love homecoming personally.
Yes.
I like night games, but I like homecoming because I like the parade and the team I coach is going to be in it. I like to take my kids to it. The teachers march as an association, and just a really fun day.
We hope to be bringing you coverage of that one in some capacity. Not sure if it'll be a full game. Hopefully it will. We'll see how it goes as Ramos airs it out. Finally takes Rodriguez. Interception off the deflection. There's a block. He has room to run. Oh, that might have been a flag. Yeah, that was a flag on the block. So this will be coming back, but he is still going, and he gets to about the 40.
Sorry, I got a little excited there. Just like screaming to the microphone, a lot of feedback, high pitchness.
Hey, why wouldn't you? It's a good day to be a Wildcat. Great day to be a Wildcat.
Coach Chirico disappointed by the illegal block. I think he's a little disappointed with the horse collar too, but he's keeping his cool. And Vincent Liggio's a little hurt, and he's trying to encourage him.
Last game against Beacon, the one thing that stood out, and it's hard to critique a team. They were up 34-0 for anyone who does not know. They the second unit gave up a lot of points. They won 34-21, but ultimately there weren't a lot of plays that were erased by penalties.
So Theodore, did you attend that game?
Yes, I did.
Wow,
I actually helped film it
research.
for Costa Rica. Yes.
Nice job, Theodore.
So well, there's some confusion on the sideline, but yes, the offense will take the field. So the pick stands, it's just called back on their turn a little.
Right.
Well,
at least they got the interception. They have the ball.
Yeah.
They just don't get that extra yardage after the interception.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's pick number 5 of the year through 3 games for Skylar Rodriguez.
I mean, that's a heck of a year.
Yeah.
I mean, that one kind of bounced into his hands. Hence, I got excited and screamed into the headset. But
yeah.
Hey, you'll take them, right?
Right.
As you see the staff there, Jonah Madero's left. His eyes are really focused on the staff there. I can see it through the helmet.
So Warwick will have it about the 10, I believe. Yeah, 10, 9-yard line. Up 21-0. We have 6:30 to go.
Our stat man is doing a great job for us.
Yes, he is.
Yes, we have some resources here now, finally.
Yeah, program's growing. Good to see.
Yes, it is. Shot of the Warwick cheerleaders.
Krasnuit's still in the game, which is somewhat surprising. I guess they haven't dominated enough to take him out. We saw.
Here comes Johnny Accardo back. Timeout. Coach Sirico.
We saw sophomore Brody Frederick get some reps in the last game.
I don't think they had enough players in the field. I think they were lacking a running back, and
really?
Johnny came on late.
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't see Cantor back there.
Ryan McLaughlin is dancing on the field.
He's loosening up. Maybe he's loosening up that right arm for baseball. Yeah.
He's got a big season coming up, hopefully. Cats.
Well, he's probably going to feel relaxed because he's committed to Hofstra to play.
Right, senioritis on the athletic
Hopefully no
field.
senioritis, yeah.
I think the Cats lost in the section semifinals, maybe section finals for baseball last year.
I didn't even know that.
They were a good team. They lost some players. Justin Hurd, Albany commit.
Yeah, he's a great kid. Yep.
Yeah.
Logan's playing at Cortland with Gregory Sirico.
Really?
They're playing football. And maybe they'll get into the Cortica Jug game, which is being played at Yankee Stadium this year.
I did not know that.
Well, they played it at the Meadowland. I call it the Meadowland. It's MetLife. They wanted to break the Division III attendance record.
Did they?
Oh, they crushed it, yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of people all over the state that go to Cortland. I'm from Long Island. A lot of Long Island guys went there. It's a big phys ed school.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to break the attendance record at Yankee Stadium, but they did. But the Cortica Jug is a good time. I never went to one. I'd like to go to this one because we got a lot of locals playing in it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Okay, back to the field, though. Krasnowitz in the shotgun. Oh, that's a low snap. That's a fumble. He picks it up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and he just hurls that one.
That might be a grounding.
Yeah.
Is it far enough out in the yardage to be an intentional grounding?
3 refs threw their flag all at the same time.
I think that's an obvious intentional grounding.
Right, yeah. Might be the longest intentional grounding I've ever seen in my life. Not NFL, of course. Wait, now he was in the end zone. If I'm not mistaken, did he throw it in the end zone?
I don't know. I thought he was on the 1 yard line.
He might have been.
Really
I believe intentional grounding on the end zone would be a safety. We'll wait on the call.
I think he was on the 1 yard line.
Okay, that's what it looks like. All right, so 6.5 minutes to play here. Cats still lead.
Well, it's just funny with these games when there's a 3-touchdown lead, and we're all excited to announce them, and then the pace slows down, and the play gets sloppy.
Yeah.
Okay,
so here's the give.
Well, they're close to the 5-yard line.
That was
Johnny
Cardo, yeah.
I think he's going to be, they're going to give him a breather now and bring back Cantor in. So they're a tandem. They're giving each other breathers. I think they both play both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Okay, so more clock continues to run off. We're officially under 6 minutes.
I'm just hoping for not a lot of penalties here in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So we could secure a few first downs, kill the clock, and bring the Spirit Trophy home because, it already was home because we won last year on September 11th, 2021.
Right. Okay, so Krasner takes the snap. And off. No, I don't know who exactly went to, but.
That was to number 2.
Yeah,
Skylar Rodriguez was direct snap to Skylar Rodriguez. A little trickery there.
Love seeing those plays.
He's limping a little bit. He looks like he's walking a little slow.
Yeah, there's a holding though. You might have jinxed it by saying you don't want a lot of penalties.
I did jinx it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
That was on you.
It's on me. I'll take the. Wow, I feel like we're doing an NFL show. I'm getting crushed by T-Money.
Yes.
Because his picks are always cash.
Exactly. I was about to do my signature line.
I should let you do it.
Cash. Take it to the bank.
I killed the Abbott and Costello routine there.
Well, I've never had this much dead time on air. I've never.
Football is slower than basketball.
Yeah,
this is your first football game?
In over 2 years, yes.
Oh, yeah.
COVID kind of
I never done
up.
one with you. Yeah, I'm impressed. You seem to do well, and you're a good play-by-play guy, and you do your research. That's the thing. You do your research, which is good.
My brother will tell you and my classmates how many times I made them read me the list of work names so I could guess, who matched up with whose number.
That's really good.
It was fun to say the least. Yeah. My brother's shaking his head.
It's fun doing it. Your brother's the best stat guy we've ever, the only stat guy we've ever had.
Yeah.
We need you for basketball.
Yes.
Do our stat. That's a tough stat one.
I think we had Rob Baird, who's actually out here on the field today.
Big Bob!
He's been playing Big Bob, yes.
Big Bob,
resident
Dallas,
Cowboys fan.
Dallas Cowboys.
He tried to run stats for us once. Did not go so well.
Yeah. Love Big Bob.
Yeah, still love him.
I see Big Bob at the Little League field a lot, watching, I guess, his little brother or
little
sister.
I should see him standing next to Declan McCurdy over on the field.
There you go. I think he's, 28?
29, yeah.
29. Big Bob.
He said he's having some fun on the team this year.
It's nice that, Coach Rico welcomes all to the team.
Absolutely.
A lot of life lessons to be learned in Warwick football. Another flag.
Oh,
I totally jinxed the game.
Yeah.
I talk too much at times. That was one of those times.
I think you should just get up and leave the booth at this point, the way things are going. False start, yes, that's the call. So they're at the 3-inch line or something now. I don't even know how we're ever going to add up all this penalty yardage with the way.
Our statistician is very hard at work here.
Yes, he's holding up all sorts of fingers trying to calculate numbers. 3 half the distance to the goal line penalties, not something you see often.
No.
They're in such a good spot, and the clock keeps running. They're under 4 minutes. I don't even think the Atlanta Falcons could blow this lead at this point. You never know, though. They always set the bar.
What a shame.
You see that Week 1 game against the Saints?
No, I didn't watch that much football. I watched the Giant game, and I was happy that Dave's went for the 2.
There's a deep throw, well overthrown.
Yeah, he was well covered,
and that'll bring Drew out to punt, I believe, right?
I don't think Drew punt.
Drew's going to punt, yeah.
Third punt of the game for Drew?
Yes, I believe so.
Never won from this deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and he will not have a lot of room to operate with either right now. We were just greeted by some children who decided to deliver us some AirPods.
We're going to hand it off to our PA.
I feel like we
Chris
should.
Andre.
I thought we were getting
lost AirPods. Yeah.
I kind of thought we were getting a gift for our hard work.
I know. I thought they were like, hey, good job. Well, they can't really see this yet.
Apparently not.
It's not posted yet. We got to edit it a little bit.
Maybe
we'll get so advanced one day we'll live feed it.
Maybe.
Oh, low snap. Oh, Drew's got to run out
No
a little bit.
way. He's kicking it.
Drew
Warner.
It was a bad snap, and he just didn't want to get the safety. Yeah.
I
think Drew's ever been tackled before. Is that the first time number 19's been tackled in a game?
I have to imagine. I saw him trying to make a tackle once, I feel like. I don't know if
I
it went
think
so
we
well.
need to ask him in the hallways of Warwick one day.
You know, he's 6'2", like 210 pounds. He's one of the biggest players on this team.
He was a goalie. I
Yeah.
mean, he was an athletic goalie who
Really
was
good
diving all
soccer
over
player.
the place.
He also used to play hockey back in the day.
Yeah, he's a big Devils fan.
Yes.
We've had this conversation in sports history.
We actually tried to film a NHL show last year with him.
Was it good?
We had brought in Jake Dury. Didn't
Oh.
make it to air. There were a lot of problems with it. Promise you, though, me and him this year, we'll be doing some good things on that show.
Oh,
We
I got somebody that likes hockey. He's a
We had
Ranger
Mr.
fan.
Tobin on the show last year.
Oh, yeah, he's a big Ranger guy.
Yes, he's coaching right now on the sideline.
So he coached sprint football at Stack, St. Thomas Aquinas.
Really? I did not know that.
For a couple of years, 3 years, because one of his high school football coach asked him to do it, and then he really wanted to be on staff in here and works with John Garza Jr. in the special ed department, and so they brought him on staff, and I think it's been a great addition.
Flores there is going to get stopped. They're inside the 5-yard line. 3rd down. Let's see if they can score.
Liggio in on the tackle. Also on the tackle was Ryan Fleming, number 3. He's finally a senior. He's 5'10", 170.
It's interesting looking at some of the sizes of these players. Like, first of all, the O-linemen are so much bigger than everyone else. It's insane. Oh, and there's Flores. He'll finally get into the end zone, and Goshen gets on the board. I'm
kind of happy the Gladiators got a score here. They need something positive to take from this game. They've been getting pounded all night. And Flores, who's been pounding the rock himself, finally gets reward with a 6-point score.
I may or may not have had a running bet with someone that Warwick would shut out Goshen.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I feel no money involved, nothing illegal. Don't worry, Feds.
Oh man, that's disappointing.
Yeah, but I feel like in spirit, I still won the bet. Pun fully intended. And there's the PAT. It's through. So 21-7. Oh, and a kid caught the kick too. Good for him. Now,
Tyler Griffin puts it through.
We're doing this football game, but we already know that there's an incredible football game going on backstage in the dark. You know, got a bunch of probably middle schoolers going around with their football, having the time of their lives.
I remember one time my kids were playing with somebody else's kids, little Volosha kids back there, and little Drew Volosha bombing the ball to my son, and it's very dark back there, but they love the atmosphere.
Right.
There's that jungle gym, which is a Ninja Warrior course by the old freshman football field to our left, and just a great environment out here. Concessions are cooking the hot dogs, making the popcorn, and making me hungry during the broadcast.
Post-game meal definitely going to happen.
Yeah, I got to think. My pregame meal is a little pasta.
Nice.
Yeah. A little rush job, school, practice, dinner.
I went out to Burger King with the video production team. We had some
stay away from
team bonding experience.
Did you ever get the Impossible Whopper?
Nah.
It's kind of expensive. It's not that great. Yeah.
Right. I'll just have the real stuff,
The real stuff?
Yeah.
Nothing like the real thing? Baby.
I don't think anything is real from Burger King, if we're being real.
Yeah.
Okay, so Skylar Rodriguez back to return. There's be a good chance to stuff the stat sheet a little. 2.5 minutes to go. Work up 14.
I'm just hoping for no penalties, secure the first down.
Why would you say that again?
And because, I don't know.
Hopefully, it can't go worse than last time. Okay, so regardless, here's the kickoff. Oh, they're going to squib it. Oh, it was caught by Nate Constable, sorry. Yeah, he's the one who caught it.
Secured that, correct.
It was a weird onside kick attempt because it didn't bounce.
It just went straight to
the line. Okay.
line.
So regardless, Warwick 14-point lead, under 2.5 to go. 1 first down should ice this one for good.
Coach Rosa with a good throw to the ref there.
Yeah.
Right on the money.
Got some athletic people on the sidelines of this one. There are a lot of cheerleaders gathered on the track. I did not even know we had that many on the team.
I think it's a combination of
maybe
JV,
like all the
varsity,
troops.
Yeah.
Okay, they could probably have something.
There's also a
post-game.
competition cheer and a spirit cheer, and it gets a little complicated. Cheerleading world. You wouldn't think it would, but it does.
Just like JV and the varsity and the freshmen, the middle schools all coming together to play some football. Regardless, Zach Cantor stuck on that one.
I feel like freshman programs have kind of dwindled.
Yeah,
even
I've been
before
thinking
COVID.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember there used to be a freshman basketball team here at Warwick, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think they disbanded it.
Yes. I think a lot of schools don't have them, so if you have a freshman basketball team, you ought to be playing the same school. It's kind of like Little League softball. There's 2 or 3 teams in Warwick, so you travel to Greenwood Lake to play Greenwood Lake or Washingtonville, and it's kind of like you're a travel team, but you're not.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
147.
Clock still
continuously ticking here at the Ash.
So all in all, I'd say this was a very successful Spirit Trophy game for the Cats.
Oh, I mean, you got to be happy if you're Coach Rico on staff, you're the players, because there's a coach on staff that told me you can win the state championship, but if you lose a Spirit Trophy game, it's a failed season.
Huh.
That conversation happened.
Wow. That is going to be stuffed again, not that it matters. Despite this, I think Costa Rica will definitely have some bones to chew with some players post-game.
Well, there's always stuff to improve
yeah.
upon. As you see, Latrell and Felix come off the field for a little bit.
I don't. So, look, it's homecoming week. Warwick does have what is expected to be a victory. Who knows? After that is where the real.
I think you're jinxing it. Just like I'm jinxing the penalties. Don't jinx the game.
Okay.
Don't
Fair
jinx
point,
the game.
Fair point.
Don't jinx the game.
I do not want to see
Don't touch the
this.
money. Don't jinx the game.
I do not want to see this team lose on homecoming.
Oh, I mean, the season's been is a storybook start. They're 3-0.
Right.
You travel to a Section 4 Binghamton. You play on that great turf field right off the I-81. And then you go to Beacon across the river, and you get a win there, and they've been good wins.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get into the a little heftier part of the schedule. I mean, we haven't seen Minnesink yet. That's turned into a rivalry, and that's always a good game. There's been Hail Mary touchdowns. There was a triple overtime Minnesink game
really?
A few years back. I remember I was in Vernon, and here we go. Here's some shots there. You saw Aaron Graves along with his buddy Kevin Visciano.
Yeah, he's getting, I think, his first time on the field.
Nice.
So, yeah, they come back from homecoming. It's at NFA.
That's a tough game.
Minnesink.
2 tough games.
Then they're home for Washingtonville Senior Night. We'll be broadcasting that one.
So you could go 4-0, then go to 4-2. So your season could, could level out real quickly here.
And they'll close it out October 21st at Valley Central. We hope you guys choose
That's
to
always
follow
a
the
good
team.
game, too.
No way Goshen has called a timeout, did they?
Yes, they did. The second timeout in about 30 seconds, actually.
Yeah, don't give. I mean, look, they're getting the ball back. They can return it, onside kick. Nothing's out of the realm of possibility, right?
Nothing's out of the realm of possibility. And then never give up gladiator spirit, just like Maximus in the ring.
Back to Roman talk. This is what I've been waiting
for. My name. Slave, what is your name? My name is Gladiator. Maximin Desmidus Aurelius, yes. Russell Crowe.
Yes.
Yeah, what happened to him?
I don't know.
Age?
I haven't seen him in a while.
He was Kal-El in Man of Steel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the Gladiators in the movies, but now we're talking about the Gladiators of Goshen on the football field. Yeah. Can they make some magic happen here?
I don't think there'll be a movie made about this team.
Ooh. Don't remember the Titans? Don't remember the Gladiators?
I don't think so. Something about them.
All right, the clock will start, 1:17.
Oh,
well, you could be wrong. This could be
okay. This is going to be
a touchdown.
Yeah, touchdown. That is going to be
That's
Vincenzo Pupo.
That is now a 1-touchdown game. We spoke too soon.
Yeah,
we're jinxing things.
My bad.
Gladiators never give up. The slaves that fight in the arena, they are going to fight it to live another day.
Yes, they are. So 21-14. We got to see how the kick goes.
Number 2, Tyler Griffin, is really pumped up as you see Vincenzo Pupo off the field. Huge play there by the Gladiators.
DJ Madura was amped up on the sideline. He looked mad about something. Don't know the full
you
story
can't
there.
lose it here if you're Warwick. I mean, you played a great game. You've controlled the entire game. It's a minute left.
Charlie
you got to
Phipps.
play to the end of regulation.
Charlie Phipps sprinting on the field to avoid being caught offsides. Let's see what Minnesink can drop. I mean, it's going to have to be an onside kick. They don't have many timeouts, so we'll see. Nothing's impossible. Okay. It's held, it's kicked in, it's good.
Griffin puts it through. He's been perfect tonight when given the opportunity on the extra point.
I'm sorry. That was Griffin. My bad. He drained the kick, so 21-14. Alex Ramos on the hold. What can't he do?
1:06 left. We got a game here now, Theo.
Yeah?
We got a game.
Okay, this is a big
Critical
moment.
return. We got to be smart with the football. We have to protect the football.
Now, I don't know much about strategizing these because look, in the NFL, onside kicks are nearly impossible with the new rules. Now, in high school, you're dealing with guys who, like, look, we've seen 2 muffed kicks already this game. Like,
I think there's just such a
if you're
nervous factor with it. I mean, we talk about how great Drew Bronner as a kicker is. I mean, do you think they have the experience to really control an outside kicks? I mean, the Ryan Suckups of the world don't. The NFL kickers don't. So it's a lot of nerves, it's a lot of luck, but I mean, this could be a big momentum swing here if they get the ball back.
At the same time, do these players have the nerves to handle it? One thing, I'm absolutely not kicking it at 44, that's for sure.
Well, the Gladiators have nothing to lose here.
Right.
So
I think.
Who would you kick it at?
We'll
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
The Skyrod's in the middle. You got McLaughlin closer to our sideline on those hashes.
That's interesting. Warwick is keeping a couple guys back, too. I think they're anticipating maybe a longer onside kick.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
I would get.
It's going to go kind of long.
Oh.
And it's fielded cleanly. Accardo wisely goes down.
Yep, Johnny Accardo, my player of the game, man. He is really playing smart. He's got 2 touchdowns. He's got a fumble recovery. And he made a really smart play there.
Just go right down. He certainly was not the guy I would have kicked to. Regardless, I believe Warwick will run out the clock. Yes, Goshen only has 1 timeout left, so that will do it. They can.
And they will call it.
Oh, yeah, they're going to try, hope for a fumble on the snap or something. Snapping's been a problem for the Cats.
I'm
some
getting
high,
a little,
some low.
semi-Giants uniform feel at Goshen with the little reverse. But the Giants have the numbers on the top, like on the side.
Okay.
The side sleeve, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really see
No, I know
it.
you're the big Giant guy. Yeah. Dabes, best thing ever for the Giants.
Absolutely.
Dable.
That 2-point conversion call,
Loved it.
incredible.
Shoot out Danny Dimes on the sideline, too, with that horrible pick to
Yes.
Saquon. All right, let's focus more on this game, though.
Yeah, so they're not kneeling it down, so maybe Goshen does have timeouts.
Johnny Accardo in the backfield.
Oh, no, they are kneeling it down. Okay. So, yeah, that'll do it.
That was a great snap. Great snap at a critical time. Of course they're going to use their timeout.
So, basically, Warwick, all they need to do is nail 2 snaps. 2 snaps, 2 kneel downs, and this game ends.
59 seconds, game over.
Right.
Yes. Yes, it's a very good snap there. Let's see if they could do it 2 more times.
We will see. Okay, so Warwick going to talk things over at the timeout. I don't think I've ever seen.
Where's the Spirit Trophy going to be tonight if we secure the game?
That's important.
Is it going to be like the Stanley Cup? I mean, we just go to every place up and down Main Street. We got to be careful with that thing. Coach O better protect that thing. Protect this house. Protect the trophy.
Yeah.
There's a story that thing was in Mr. O'Brien's room for about 18 years.
Really?
And he would use it for games, for raffles. And that's true. Oh, it's true. Yes, it's true.
Okay, maybe some mythology.
That was my homage to Kurt Angle, who is on A&E Biography, 96 Olympic wrestling champion and WWE superstar, Hall of Famer. Back to football.
Yes, back to football. That one was rolled, but thankfully handled.
But it worked. It was successful.
This is a really interesting kneel down formation.
I mean, I didn't feel the Gladiators pushing the issue there.
Yeah. Now, have you? I don't think we've seen Warwick lined up in a non-shotgun formation really all game. They've relied heavily on that.
Well, they've been doing that. They've been doing that.
Right.
Traditionally, in the last 3 years, even with Nick DeMarco and Durry was a linebacker. Sometimes he'd line back. They line up in a shotgun formation with 1 running back to the left or right, or sometimes 2. They got 2 back there.
That's interesting. And they got 1 guy real far back.
Yeah. Well, that's to prevent craziness. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so clocking down. We're at 15 seconds left. All the Cats need to do is kneel this. Man, this could play age so horribly if they fumble. And he handles it.
The countdown is off by the crowd. Spirit Trophy will remain in Warwick in 2022. People that live in the village on Main Street, watch out. Oh, the smoke.
And they
are
storming the field.
Storm the field.
Declan McCurdy holding the trophy. The cheerleaders running in pursuit. Sea of white jumping the benches.
Coach O right in the screen there. 46 years, 47 years in Warwick athletic history.
They are partying in the middle. This is a great scene, a great return to normalcy, and a great display.
And when
is
this photo going to be posted to the WVCD website?
Hopefully by tomorrow, right?
I'm thinking it's up there in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as the fans here celebrate, leave happy, I'm Dino Fernandez, joined by Ron Candia. Don't go away. We'll be right back with some post-game coverage.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys. and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day. He's an incredible companion and my best friend.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, it's gonna be cool.
When I retired from the Navy, I found myself on a void in my life that had been filled by the people that I served with. Tommy really brought an important factor to my life. I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
And welcome back to C. Ashley Morgan Field. Fans are going crazy as the Cats have won 21-14, couple late garbage time scores for Goshen. One play in particular helped make this win possible, and Ryan Candia is down on the field with him. Back to you, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan Candia. Welcome to the Postgame Spirit Trophy game number 127. Warwick secures the W, 21-14. I'm standing here with number 33, junior Johnny Accardo, player of the game. Johnny, you played a new position tonight. What was that position? How'd you feel about it?
I made my debut at fullback today. I was expecting a great game. That's what I got.
Well, Johnny, we were really impressed with your play. You had 2 touchdowns. Talk about how you feel about punching into the end zone twice.
I called my shot, walking around school all day, saying I was going to get 2, and that's what I did.
You also had a great fumble recovery. You played defense usually. How'd that feel?
A little nerve-wracking, but I do it every game, so I'm good.
Well, the game got a little dicey. It was 21-14 with a minute left, and then Goshen went for the onside kick, and you recovered it. What were you thinking on that play? How do you feel about that?
I knew that ball was coming right to me. I knew I was going to catch it right in my hands, just go straight down.
So as we know, the Spirit Trophy is a huge rivalry, the second longest rivalry in New York State. What does this victory mean to you?
It feels great. It feels great to be a part of it. It feels great to have it back at home.
So you guys are 3-0. You got Wallkill next week. What are you expecting at the homecoming game right here at the Ash at 12 o'clock?
It's going to be a great game, physical, competitive, but I think we're going to pull out the W.
Well, Johnny, thanks for coming and spending a few minutes with us in the postgame. We appreciate it. Go celebrate with your team. Have a great night. That's it here from the Ash. Spirit Trophy game number 127. Warwick now has 57 wins in the contest. Next week is homecoming right here at the Ash at 12 p.m. on Saturday. For Warwick Valley Television, I'm Ryan Candia. We'll kick it back up to the booth with Theo for the game wrap.
All right, it was an exceptional performance from Accardo and so many other players that made this game possible. So glad to have been able to bring you guys coverage along with Ryan Candia. Great team. Shout out to my production team as well for all the work they did to make this possible. Warwick has the Spirit Trophy once again. I'll graduate with it in our school. Great feeling to have. We'll be back bringing you more coverage in the future, but before we do that, we do have some final statistics. Warwick gained more first downs than Goshen. They completed more passes. Goshen did not complete a single pass all game. I don't even know what to say to react to that. No sacks throughout the whole game. Warwick was able to force, I believe it was 2 turnovers to Goshen's 1, and penalties were a bit of a factor, slowing the game down a little. Nonetheless, I think every single fan here will leave this great venue happy, and that's all that matters. So we'll be back with more coverage homecoming week, concerts, volleyball, more football games. So glad to be a part of this, and for WBTV, the rest of my team, I'm Theodore Fernandez.